It's the night, a right time for laughter. We have the guys to fill a custard, even though one is a jar of mustard. Thank God it's Tuesday. We take a look at comedians, and Charles used to be one. We have a lot to say about comedy. Can you believe Gray is a jar of mustard? And then there's Lapsed. What does he do? And why is he here? Thank God it's Tuesday.
Welcome to TGIT, where we talk stand-up comedy, break down jokes, and argue about why a laugh was earned. I'm Gray Poupée, a comedy super fan, if you will, who treats jokes like sacred text. If you enjoy thoughtful comedy talk with a little heat, hit like, hit subscribe, and lock in every Tuesday. Tuesday's not a holiday, but to us, it's damn near a holy day, as Tuesday's now the best day for comedy. This week, we happen to be covering our favorite comedians in movies. And joining me, firstly, is the man in the box to the right of me. It's Charles. It's YouTube at Williscredia. Charles is a road rugged, professionally proven performer, a battle-tested bit builder, back from a purposeful pause, and he's tentatively testing the comedic tides once more. He's a cinema-savvy savant, a critical curator of celluloid, and a YouTube-hardened host with a sharp sense for story and structure. How's it going, Charles?
My autopsy, or excuse me, my obituary won't be that wordy. What the fuck?
People need to know you.
No, it's sweet. I get uncomfortable about things that sound good about me, and that was a lot of descriptions. I'm good. Watched a lot. When we get to what we were doing, I have something to bring up that is recent. I have 2026 comedy to talk about, so I'm kind of excited.
You started early, already in January?
I did.
Wow. Well, maybe we should get right into it. But first, joining us as always is Lapsed, YouTube at Lapsed Comics fan, a stand-up soaked super fan, open mic survivor, a man without fear, and with far too many opinions, owner of a massive mind-melting comic collection, stacked, sorted, and sacred, strong in spirit, solid in sarcasm, but sadly sabotaged by wobbly, woeful legs. How's it going, Lapsed?
My life is a tragic comedy. That's all it is. That's all it is right now. I'm as good as I can be.
Well, hell yeah. I guess that's all that we can ask. Well,
did you purposely put a shit ton of S words in a row there? Because that felt a little S.
I mean, I'm a fan
Sacred.
of alliteration.
Okay.
But what can I say? Hey, it's Bob. How's it going, Bob?
Hey, Bob. How we doing? Gotta love Bob.
Well, I know
doing
you're saying that it's a good time and you're doing good, or as good as you can, but I think we could be doing better. How could we be doing better? By letting the audience know a little bit more about your guys' preferences in comedy. So, Lapsed, if you wouldn't mind bringing that up. Again, we're doing this so that the audience gets to know you, and so that we can scientifically get behind, your preferences. We're using science to figure it out here. Hey, Lapsed.
Oh God,
I'm gonna have you. Yeah, you're going first, buddy. But I'm gonna have you blindly rank 1 through 5 without knowing what's coming next. You're gonna have to rank which comedian's role in a movie is your favorite.
Oh,
okay. All right.
It's easy. It's got a theme. We're
Where's the
doing a
trick?
thing tonight.
there's a
There's
trick.
no trick
somewhere.
here.
John Legg
Okay,
was on
so,
the Pets.
Just which comedian's role in the movie is your favorite? All right, Lapsed. Tom Green. Freddie Got Fingered.
God, this movie. 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
I don't know if I'd like any sausages.
Oh no.
Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill.
Oh, just for Jack and Jill. Oh God. Oh
Mhm.
dear Lord. Oh, I just this gets worse. I want to
What?
say
Come
5.
on.
I want to say 5
5.
because of how bad it
Okay.
is. But I'm gonna
Well,
have to go
is it
3. I'm gonna have to go 3
3?
Oh
because
my
there's gonna
God.
be worse.
But
There's
there's
gonna be
twice
worse.
there's twice as
How could
much
there be
Adam
worse?
Sandler in that movie.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
you
thing.
got 2 performances,
There's
2
the thing, though,
standout
like,
performances.
Adam Sandler movies, like, I'm just being honest. Like, as soon as I start hearing his voice, it automatically puts me to sleep. So,
So there's a little. Yeah, okay.
I value something
well-
like that. Thank you very much.
I know there's somebody that'll get you a little bit more pumped. What about Rob Schneider in Deuce Bigelow, European Gigolo? The
Oh,
yeah,
the
okay.
sequel.
in
Not
the
even the
French-
original.
I'm just gonna say 2 because he's Deuce
2.
Bigelow. You know, that's
2.
2. Deuce.
Okay. Larry the Cable Guy, Health Inspector.
Oh,
The actual title is his name, colon,
no,
Health
number 1.
Inspector.
How is this not number 1?
Number 1.
Of
Okay.
course. I
All
mean, you're
right.
getting to know me and the things that I like.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Is that Joey
Well,
Pants
then
in
that
that?
means
On the bottom left? Is
yes.
that Joey Pants?
It's Joey Pants.
Shit.
Yeah, they had some stars in there. But okay, well that makes this your number 5 choice, Jamie Kennedy in Son of Mask.
He did it. He figured out the
not-
algorithm.
Not a bad choice. I got to be
mean-
honest, it's not a good sequel.
out of those, I mean, I might switch European Gigolo to 1, but like it's just because on the here's the thing. If you asked me what movies would out of those would I watch, if of course it would be 0. I wouldn't want to watch any of them. But let's say there was, something that had to make me watch them, it would be European Gigolo because I think I could get through like 84 minutes of Rob Schneider.
Not even the
As
good
opposed-
Rob Schneider
as
Gigolo
opposed to-
movie, though.
Dude, I couldn't even get through like 6. Look at this nightmare in front of us. Like, what the fuck is happening there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Well, I appreciate this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You have confirmed our assumptions, sir. All right, Charles,
Yo.
you're up. I'm going to need you
Hey,
to blindly
time out.
rank.
Did
One-
you just
oh, yes,
say
sir.
that I confirmed your assumptions?
Yeah, I
God damn it.
pre-guessed which ones would be which, and hey, science backed it up. But
Sorry.
Charles, sir,
Mhm.
if I could get you to blindly rank 1 through 5 without knowing what's coming next, rank your favorite comedian's role in a movie.
So same shit.
Same shit.
Right. Okay.
Exactly the same shit. All right. Jerry Seinfeld in Unfrosted. Legendary comedian.
Mhm. He wasn't terrible in the movie.
No.
Wrote and directed.
3.
That's better than
3.
every movie that you
Yep.
gave me.
Yep. I will. He's going to make it harder for me because of the fucking.
What are you talking
true.
about?
That's very true. He's
Uh,
going to make it harder for you.
I know you bring up this next one quite often. Rosie O'Donnell in Exit Team.
Holy scary fuck.
Man, Dana Delaney's in that movie too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan
And-
Aykroyd, man.
Quite a looker that Dana Delaney is, except we're not talking about Dana Delaney at this moment.
No, it's Rosie O'Donnell, America's sweetheart.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wasn't her
Kevin
best work.
James. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. The sequel.
Oh, 2.
2.
I didn't even know there was a second one.
It's not the good one.
That's a good one.
Shit. I'm locking myself into a nasty 5. I'll put him in 5.
5. Okay. So that means you've only got 1 and 2 left.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer in Kinda Pregnant. So I never noticed how much Leo's character in One Battle After Another is kind of dressed like Amy Schumer in Kinda Pregnant. But where would you put her performance?
2.
1 or 2?
2. It's going to get worse somehow, isn't it?
How? How could it get worse?
2. I'm putting her in 2. Lock it in.
2. Okay, meaning your favorite celebrity or a comedian performance in a movie belongs to Chris Rock in Spiral
On the
from
thumbnail.
the Book of Saw.
On the
Yeah.
thumbnail. I'll take it.
I mean,
I did.
it's appropriate. Your answers have enlightened us all. Thank you.
They didn't confirm any assumptions, though.
Not that time. No.
Now let my family go. I did your thing.
Well,
I've
how's it
let
been,
my
guys?
people Go.
Charles, you mentioned you saw something comedy wise this last week.
So last week you showed us Timmy No Breaks, who we would call something of a character, an on-stage character. Last night,
sir.
Gray, you and I did an episode of Green Room where we went through some of the Hans Kim drama. Although I forgot that Kill Tony airs Monday night. We did a stream Monday night. One of the tags in our video was Kill Tony. So there was a good stretch there where we were literally competing with the show we were reacting to, and it wasn't the same episode. Our stream got taken down because there was something of a copyright concern. It looks like
Makes sense.
it's a false alarm, but you know, I get what happened, and I genuinely wouldn't have done a stream parallel to Kill Tony because you're just cannibalizing your own audience by doing that. But what I needed to do for myself, because I'm in copyright probation, was go and check to see if there wasn't something during last night's episode of Kill Tony that maybe there was a reason that they called a copyright on it. So I sat and watched the entire episode of Kill Tony, the January 26th edition of Kill Tony 2026. And
Nice.
I need you to watch a performance by someone who goes by the name of Aknod. It's a young lady who apparently has been on the show
Yes.
before, but she was a character yesterday, and it was not good. And they told her it was not. Yeah, I'm trying to find the name of it. She was like it's an Iranian woman who did a very stereotypical Middle Eastern guy. They don't give you a name for. They don't give you a set list, do they, of the people who are on?
No.
That's
You might
frustrating.
be able to find that on like Reddit or something. But yeah, no, they don't.
Okay.
Most people just clip their own performances and put it out there if it's one.
Yeah.
But
If I was not worried about getting my hand slapped again by the Kill Tony gods, I would have clipped it for you. But I'm going to need you to watch that set. And
sadly, I only watched about half of it, and I did not see their set. So I will.
They are in the second half, and they have like hair taped on their body. They're in a very stereotypical getup. And I wanted to ask you, if you judge only the minute set, would that warrant taking a risk on Kill Tony? Because, like you said last week, Timmy No Breaks had already been on Kill Tony as himself, Timmy Stifler. This young lady was herself previously. A set like that is probably the reason why I would point to it and say you don't do that on your first time in Kill Tony, because there's so much risk behind it, and it's bad. Like, it is very, very bad. And I really wish I had something to show you, but I'm a little worried, and I don't know if I can clip from that channel, and I'm a little nervous.
You should be able to. It shouldn't be an issue, but yeah, we'll definitely take a look at it, and then we should talk about it. Perhaps.
Wait, if I send you a link, are you able to? Do we get sound?
We should be able to.
Yeah.
I think we could.
Lapsed.
Yep.
How are you with characters? Because last week you were kind of won over. I think I was the odd man out last week.
I mean, it honestly just depends. Like, for me, it still has to be funny. That's the thing. Like, I don't mind character comedy as long as it's funny.
Mhm.
I'm not one of the people that's like, oh, just because they're doing this character, oh, you don't get it. Like, yeah, I fucking get it. I'm not stupid. Come on, guys. It's not like rocket science. You know what I mean? Like, if there's something that I enjoy, I'd like to see from the beginning the genesis nexus of a character. But if it's someone just doing something and like you're saying, like, and it's just not funny, like that's still just not funny, regardless of whether it's a character or not. The comedy there has to still be funny. That character has to still invoke laughter from you or any emotion other than like hatred, because I don't like the whole thing like of, well, that's what they were doing. They were doing that on well, good for fucking comedy. Way to hit the comedy in the ball sack by not being funny.
Right. So
Thank God I didn't get it.
I have the link in the chat. The time code is 1 hour, 42 minutes, 37 seconds.
All right, let me get it ready and then I'll
okay. And Gray, you're like full bore in the other direction. Like as long as it's the character, you're okay with doing shit.
Yeah, as long as it's funny. I'm down with all forms of comedy, including anti-comedy. Where, like Timmy No Breaks' first set, his whole thing was, this is a guy who tells a bad joke, and then the joke is that he's yelling at the audience. Like, this is quality here. I like that, man. To me, that's still funny, and he's pulling it off.
That's like inside
I don't know
baseball
that everybody
stuff,
could.
though. Yeah,
I looked at it differently than you did. I guess he was doing that, but I also believe that he was setting it up for the interview. I believe that whole thing was a setup for the interview. While the joke
seems like that's what his
doing
sets
that,
are.
but that's what he was doing there. Like it wasn't necessarily like the jokes being bad for the sake of the joke being bad. It was more to like, I know what they're going to ask me if I do this.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Just saying.
I agree. There's this
I'm a
new
huge
wrinkle
fan
to
of
things.
I'm a fan of that if it's funny. Just if it's going to be hilarious, I'm on board with it. But
you said 142.37?
142.37.
Wow.
Okay.
Way to remember numbers.
No, I'm looking at I'm looking at the time code.
No, I meant lapsed. He said it back to you exactly.
Oh no, dude. Like I'm just being honest, dude. That's not. I remember like 6 and 5. I do that all day.
4, 8,
literally
15,
all day. All of my work,
42.
all of my work IDs are 6-digit numbers, and then I have to do zip codes. So like it's 5 and 6, and yes, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I remember.
I could not pull those numbers if I had to. I don't think I could even tell you my phone number if I had to.
Yeah, there's a 9 in there, I think.
Yeah.
I know your number. It's great. It's Gray Poupée.
Yeah, that's true. It's also my email. But yeah, it's weird on Kill Tony because not everyone is supposed to succeed. Like he literally asked the audience almost every show, "Who's here to watch somebody?" I can't remember if he's like be successful. Who's here to watch somebody bomb, or who likes it when jokes do well? Who likes it when jokes don't?
Oh, so Cat Black enjoys some Kill Tony performances.
I would think so. There's definitely some in the audience who are there not to watch you succeed, but to watch you just completely bomb. And that's why I think the bucket is at least partially random. Because man, there's people that bomb that are just not ready.
All right,
nice. All right, Gray, pay attention.
Let me know if you can hear it first. I'll just play it real quick, see if you guys can hear, or if it's too loud or whatever. Just let me know. All right, here we go.
Sheikh Ahmed.
I hear it.
You can hear it.
This looks like a new name to me.
Sheikh Ahmed.
It's Sheikh Ahmed.
Right.
Good evening, virgins and gentlemen. I am Sheikh Ahmed. I teach a 1-minute workshop to infidels how to treat your virgin. First, bend your knees. Second, you throw the hijab at the virgin. Cover yourself up. Cover yourself up. Cover yourself up. And third, you dodge for anything the virgin throws back at you. Honk, honk. We have a saying in Mideast, an eye for an eye. And what are the virgins? They said go to Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A. That's where the virgins are. Well, in Mideast, we don't have bring your child to work day because it gets too crowded at 7-Eleven. Anyone needs a ride, my Uber's park outside. Thank you very much. I am not here to bomb
Right.
any.
Pause.
Ahmed.
Might not be there to bomb, but that's about
Thoughts?
all they did.
Wow.
Wow, dude. I don't know if it gets more hack than everything that they did in that entire
Dude,
bit.
but I think this woman's Iranian, so I don't know if that gives her something of a hall
Doesn't
pass.
Make
but-
it not hack. Like
but-
every single bit
Isn't-
was like
isn't
old. You could tell
there's-
exactly where they're going.
Shouldn't there be some sort of humor in hack stuff? Like, I don't know. What is Where Are the Virgins? Is that the punchline?
I don't
I think the
understand
punchline
any of the
is like-
Chick-fil-A part.
Is yeah, I didn't understand the Chick-fil-A part other than like them being Christian. That's about
Yep.
about it. Like I don't really kind of know what they, unless they're just playing on like, here's this is what a stereotype of what I guess Iranian, if a guy from Iran went up and did a open mic has
Mhm.
no comment, this is what they would talk about virgins, and I do, hey, cover yourself up
Like-
because hajibs. Like what?
But throwing out like 5 or 6 of them as well, like having the prop comedy
listen,
aspect,
I
and then
I didn't-
taping the hair
I didn't say it was
everywhere.
good. I never said it was good.
No.
I'm saying I don't know. I'm trying to like,
Dude.
whatever.
So
It feels like, I don't know, kind of like blackface, if you will. Like it's just like, oh man, this is
yeah,
it's weird, man.
so apparently this isn't her first performance. If this
Right.
were a
I'll put it through
person's first,
last.
They would be there last, 100%.
Yeah. Well, they've let
Okay.
people on bomb. They've let people on who bombed multiple times. They blame it on the bucket.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, but that's
I don't know,
I
man.
also believe if you look at, okay, I'm only going off of when I used to watch the show, when they would have a bunch of bombers. You ever notice that they were all on the same show?
ooh,
Here's
Last
7 of them in a
night-
row.
last night was pretty. It was like carpet bombing last night. It was quite a
then
bunch.
they'll intersperse like, and it usually, in my opinion, depends on who they have on the panel. Like guys that can come back and say crazy shit to them.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot
That's how
his
it
name.
used to be. Used
He's
to be. I'm
pretty
not
sharp
saying
with
it is
stuff.
now.
Yeah, Sam's pretty sharp with that. Yeah.
So it's
Jim
like,
Brewer, man, it was kind of rough. I only watched like half of it, but he's noisy and he's trying. But
Yeah, he's very performative. He's very overt with his physical comedy.
well, he didn't have Jan, man. Who's coming with me?
Oh yeah, I don't.
But-
Justin's talking about the Howie Mandel thing. I would watch Kill Tony religiously if Howie Mandel was like a permanent member, because holy fuck, that thing where with Hans Kim, I hadn't laughed that hard at Kill Tony. Period.
kind of love how hard Howie Mandel goes. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen the Billy Corgan, Bill Burr thing, but yeah, it's
Yes.
kind of a prank
Yes,
he just
that
played.
was funny.
on Bill Burr.
That was funny as hell.
Wait, what?
So
So,
there's- go ahead,
we'll
go
show
ahead.
you one time.
Okay.
I
can
think
go
it's
ahead
an
and tell.
experience thing. But yeah, Billy Corgan and Bill Burr might be related.
Okay.
It's about it's basically like both of their dads like were interspersed in their life and around the same time. Both supposedly had another child, and it was in the area of, so connect the dots.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
he brought them on there as like they were brothers, and they were just like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like what a random
Fun.
weird pairing, too, right? Like,
Yeah, dude, Howie Mandel got wasted on shows like Deal or No Deal, because man, he's very funny and very quick-witted and dirty.
but you know
Dirty.
what though? I would say this, like for the people that watched those shows, though,
Yeah,
he was the driving force behind. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yep.
it's kind of like I ended up watching the Johnny Knoxville Fear Factor just to see, like, because and it was awful. It was awful.
yeah, just have Johnny do it.
It's not, yeah, it's not like where Joe Rogan would be like, kind of pumping up with their, it's just Johnny Knoxville laughing at like, ha ha, you gotta eat a dick. Not that happened, but you know what I mean. Like it's not as good. And then they all live together too in a fucking house. The Fear Factor people.
Oh.
Why?
Oh, it's like reality television.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Take it easy, Bob.
yeah, it's so weird. Hey, see you, Bob. Thanks for stopping by, sir.
Bye, Bob. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like what are the ones where they're in the houses together, but they're mixing that.
It's
and then
like
there's
Big Brother
like a
with-
voting off thing.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I didn't make it through the full episode. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Dude, neither did I. Neither did I. Watched like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I have Peacock Premium with no commercials, and I still couldn't make it through it.
I would rather watch that with commercials than watch this person's set again.
So
man.
to that, if someone did this for the first time, do you respect it more because it's very risky?
No.
I don't think so because it's so hack. I guess you'd think the audience would go for it, like, you know, this is just it's racism. They're gonna love it, but man, it's just not good.
So this is what I would think. If someone went and did their character right their first time, there would have had to have been a seed of funny, right? Like maybe they did that in front of other people. There is no way that this lady did this in front of other people first. You know what I mean? Like played that out. And there's no seed of funny in it anywhere to where there was nobody to say like, hey, that thing you do, you know, that one thing you do, that guy impression or whatever, there's nothing there. There's absolutely nothing there. So it makes me think that this person is very unaware of comedy, even if it would make me not want to see their regular set, to be honest.
Yeah.
So this makes me defensive on behalf of Kill Tony because it feels like someone's stereotypical understanding of what a stereotype is for Kill Tony. Like, yeah, just do racist shit and they'll love it. While I would understand that viewpoint, some of these people do have some solid writing with their pseudo racist material. Sure, there's probably a hell of a lot more trans material on Kill Tony than there is on any other comedy show I've seen. But you know, some people really work at this, and I don't think that's fair to the show that people are trying out their stuff on. You know, on this show, the audience receives the thing a certain way. That's the audience. To kind of not really put effort into it and just do it like a thing is kind of disrespectful to comedy at the very least. Like you're not doing anyone any favors.
You might save it in the interview.
Well,
we don't know that yet. Charles knows, but and then on top of that, you got to think Temmie No Breaks kind of bombed his set, and Tony was then giving him shit.
I think that was
really
on
brought
purpose,
that
though.
back. It was. I don't think what this person did is on purpose.
Yeah, this is not on purpose.
But then you've also got now I'm blanking on his name, Carmichael. But the Mitch Hedberg guy.
Yeah, that's where
Keegan
like
Carmichael.
That's where the
they
internet
both blew up after the bombing,
right.
though.
That's where like the internet portion. Yeah, if she gets 1 million views on TikTok, she'll be back in 2 weeks. I promise you. She's not going to, but
it could be a bit. You know, how hard can you bomb?
Then you're just taking like you're taking anything with the show. Then anything can be anything. That's that.
I haven't seen them do anything like that in the past.
But
I was just going to say I haven't seen them do that.
Bombing is interesting if you do it colorfully. This is just air. This is just nothing, no jokes, just silence. Like it's one thing if you bomb and people are like, oh, you get like some sort of reaction out of them, but to just have fucking crickets.
Yeah,
I don't think that's memorable.
I always used the Kevin Meaney thing when I saw him live and he just straight bombed. I was the only person laughing. He was like running up and down the aisles and like talking about how he sucked. He was doing this song and then he'd ask someone, what did you think? I sucked, you know, like, and I thought that was fucking hysterical. And he avoided me because I think he realized what was happening. Like, because it was, I thought it was funny, but this is just dumb, dude.
I haven't seen what's going to happen in the interview or anything like that, but I'm assuming they just tear her a new asshole. Like it's not funny. It's not. I I can't see anyone enjoying this and saying, "Yeah, just keep working at it." I'm assuming you got to let them down pretty hard.
Tony gets her to break the character, and then she talks to them as her real name, like
Wow.
halfway through the interview.
Mm.
So that's another thing. Timmy No Breaks stayed in character. Like he was
Yeah.
devoted to the bit, and I gave a hell of a lot of respect to that.
Do we need this still up here?
No, you can take it down. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. No
Okay.
problem. Of course.
I don't care. I don't care.
I think you're not hitting it quite as much. It's I don't care. Come on.
Yeah, I wish I had like the cell phone thing back then, because dude, that was one of the funniest. I thought he was hilarious. I thought Meanie was actually being funny, but Pittsburgh did not want him. And when he just realized it, he was like, "All right, I suck. Duh, I suck, Pittsburgh. I suck." And then he ran everywhere. And he was like, the one thing I remember, he was like, "Fat guy with ugly girlfriend. Did I suck?" And I was like, that's everybody.
So he
in
was doing
Pittsburgh.
crowd work back then. That's awesome.
It was just funny. I think he just went into it because he was like, "Fuck, I'm not doing the rest of this set." Like, I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, bombing as a headliner sucks. That's a lot of time to just eat shit.
Yep.
A
And it
lot.
was early too. It was like 20 minutes in. Yeah.
I've only done that as a band, but I could only imagine when it's literally just you. Like as a band, you can kind of sink back into the others, and it's like, well, it's not just me. Like clearly, the drummer was dragging or something. But yeah, if it's just you and a mic and you're just eating it, I can only imagine, man.
And it was
I'm sure I only
literally
felt
like
a fraction.
the second week that the Improv had reopened in like
Ooh.
1998.
Ooh.
So it wasn't like a small club.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for entertaining me, because it was I don't know, since we've been talking, it's the first time I've seen like a character that just ate it hard, and finding out that that person had already been on Kill Tony, it like sparked something in me where it's like, oh, you're not going to do something that risky if it's your first time on stage. And it seems like if
Right.
someone does like some sort of eating it set, like just purposely eating shit, like they're just drunk and there on a whim, doing a character like that feels like a completely different thing where you're investing your time.
Yep.
If your plan is to eat shit,
Yeah.
then why show up? Justin, you got me. It's a good point.
I think,
I mean,
I think
could be
there's
the
people
viral
that-
thing.
Right. It could be that, but I think that person there though probably thought what they were going to be doing was people were going to laugh.
I think
I really
so.
think they probably thought like, oh, people will find this funny. Men, especially men will find this funny because not only am I, ripping on stereotypes, I'm also ripping on women because, everybody's got a wife that they can't stand, like
If you're planning on bombing,
freaking
I don't think you
whatever.
throw out 5 burkas. I think maybe you bring like 1 or 2, and it's like, okay, they get the point. But she went with like 5, and she
It was
kept throwing
3,
them.
to be fair. Left, center,
think
right.
it was-
I think she did.
I think it was more than that. We can
Okay.
go to the game tape, but
No, it's fine. It's not worth the extra
just
second we
saying,
talked about. It's not worth it.
I'm challenging your
There were-
challenge.
there were a couple of extra little pauses in there that I think she was expecting like a crowd reaction.
Yeah, it's just it's a surface level understanding of stereotypes from someone who apparently fits one of the stereotypes and just like kind of does things that has no real understanding of what the stereotype is and why it exists.
Hey, what up, Nightmares and Nerdscapes? Yeah, I agree with you. It feels like it's hack.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe we should come up with some definitions of hack or something like that. Because
I'll tell you what.
yeah,
I'll tell you what's kind of bothering me. This is I don't know how many Kill Tony episodes I've taken in. I've watched most of the stadium ones now, but
ooh, those are the worst.
the autism as like a disorder thing, like I think people are leaning into that a bit too much. And there was someone last night that leaned into their autism and I don't know. It's neuro like it's a scale.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm sure this person saw that there were some characters and they kind of went viral and stuff. So I'm sure they went for it. I'm sure that's why some of the people are leaning so hard into the neurodivergent thing.
Oh no,
They
it was
used
a
to
different person.
call-
It wasn't.
I know,
this-
but
okay, okay.
they used to call Hans Kem like the most whatever, like autistic man in Austin or something like that. It was close, but yeah, I think certain people exactly.
I just think like
some-
you're trying to latch onto something that like makes you different. Like, oh, I'm mediocre as a regular comedian, but as an autistic, I'm funny. And it's like
Right.
just be good. Just be good. Don't worry about like the fucking extra little asterisks you can put on yourself.
It could be that. I was viewing it as this seems to go over well, so I'm gonna make myself into that as opposed to it.
Possibly,
Either way,
sure.
you're right. Just be funny instead.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's gotta have a seed of funny, like
Hmm.
you know, just a seed. That's like the basic, like the hole's already there.
Yeah.
You're already there. Throw the seed in.
Yeah, just saying my
Yeah.
Uber's outside. Like, oh, get it? Because Middle Easterners are taxi drivers. Like, where's the joke? Like, yeah, you set up a premise, but what is the joke?
Right.
But the awkwardness is the joke.
Well,
Nope.
I don't
Thanks, guys.
Nope.
I
Well, it's
like
not.
that brand of humor. It can
Gray,
be done well, and then
wait,
you get the
wait.
Tim Robinson stuff.
Gray, what kind of humor do you not like? Because it seems like you have very wide berth when it comes to
You know,
your.
I thought I didn't like recorder humor, and then Dave Attell won me over. Hot cross buns can be funny as hell. I don't know if there's a brand of comedy that I absolutely hate, but I know that I see comedy and I'm not liking it, but I don't know that everyone is like the pinnacle of whatever style.
Really?
I
So
don't
you're
know, I guess-
open to anything that's happening on stage? Like, ooh, haven't seen this type of insert thing here
Kinda.
before.
I would just
So
say,
far, I have not been won over by like the Morgan J type, like what would you call that? Pitch corrected crowd work or
Oh,
something like that, where
Oh.
it's kind of singing. That to me
Oh.
hasn't really won me over, but like I wasn't a huge fan of prop comedy, and I don't know. Carrot Top's been winning me over a bit, and then I've seen a couple other guys that I'm like, all right, like
would
that's
like to say,
clever.
Charles, your me seeks to hat game right now. Good stuff.
On point,
existence is
Mhm.
On
pain.
point. It's on point.
Thank
right?
you, sir.
indeed.
I'm gonna bring down my Kirkland brand one. What do you want?
What up, Collins Movie Club? I see a question just saying, are you a fan of parody comedy, Gray? Yes, I absolutely love all of that. The Zucker Abrams stuff, Naked Gun, Spaceballs, everything.
Pat
Mel
Proft.
Brooks.
Pat Proft is my guy.
I'm a huge fan of. I'm forgetting his name, Akiva Schaffer, who's brought back a couple kind of parody things. Recently, Naked Gun. I loved all those ones. Yeah, man. What can I say? I like that, and Fuck 'em All. That thing was pretty great.
Yeah, I need a me seeks to properly take out my gallbladder. Can do.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to rest till it's over. Oh, Hot Shots Part 2. So good. I need to watch that one. I haven't seen that one forever.
Mine's my favorite still. It's Wrongfully Accused. I think that's the greatest. That's the greatest 45 minute. Like after the 45 minutes, it gets a little bit, whatever. But that first 45 minutes, dude. Richard Crenna as Tommy Lee Jones. We're looking for a 5'11" man with a stride of 7 inches with a shoe depth of 1/4 inch. Like he just says all this shit. And you're just like, what? What's happening?
I like that one. I'm also a fan of what was it, Spy Hard or whatever, the Bond like parody with Weird Al doing the Bond theme song.
They also have what's his name? Andy Griffith in that. He's the bad guy.
I would say
Justin
Austin
Gray's-
Powers falls into that parody type thing.
It does, but it made it its own thing. It like almost made its own genre. Almost, it was like a parody of the time and spy movies, like the old Bond thing. But it made it its own deal, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you're a Bond fan, you saw it as taking
Right.
the piss out of Bond. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, as long as we've kind of transitioned into these comedy movies, should we get into it?
Excuse me,
The-
Gray. I do not see myself as a comedy movie. My transition was more serious. Okay.
Fair enough. Dramedy.
There
We'll
you
go that
go.
route.
Romance.
So we vaguely told each other kind of what we were going to do with this, but yeah, I either forgot or we didn't go in depth to how many we were going to do or whatever. But talking to Charles, I think we were on the same page that we were going to go our favorite comedian that we appreciate their comedy and their movies. And then I wasn't clear how many we did, so I did a couple honorable mentions. But
Oh, I did
Gr-
see. You guys might have that. I did. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lapsed.
I'm on a
Lapsed.
lot of drugs right now.
Laps,
So,
do you have 6? I
I'm
have
jealous.
4. Gray has 127
that's
with
true.
15
I have
honorable
12.
mentions.
Well, what I did was
12, but that includes the honorable mention.
what I did was comedians that I thought transitioned better to movies than their stand up. That's kind of what
Ooh.
I.
Oh,
That's kind
That's a
of
nice
what I
caveat. I
So-
like
okay,
that.
I dig that caveat.
did. That I like their like. I'm not saying that their stand up is bad. It's just I liked them as in movies better. I'm on so much drugs right now, people. Like I literally can't feel the right side of everything here.
I'm jealous.
They're legal, though. The doctor gave them to you himself.
I know he did, even though I asked not for them.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
jealous.
that's-
we told-
dangerous.
Well, he told me like he's like, dude, he's like, I understand. He was like, but you're like, he said this would have been so much better if your foot was broken. He was like, the amount of non-blood flow you have going to your foot. He's like, after I get done doing like poking and all, he's like, it is going to hurt so bad. He was like, just
Mm.
trust me, I won't give you anything. But dude, I don't know why. Like it's because I haven't done anything in almost 10 years. It just I don't know. It hits me real hard in waves.
Huh.
I mean, you saw my foot,
up the
dude. Like
tolerance.
that shit, it's
Yeah.
even worse now, dude. There's
Yeah.
no like white left on it. It's just a big
Ah.
giant black and
I'll
blue
trade you
very
my
purple.
foot for your gallbladder. Deal?
Yeah,
Might be a good trade.
yeah. I mean, you know, yeah, sure.
Deal.
If you'd like to.
Well, as Charles said earlier, existence is pain.
Indeed, it is. No one
Justin-
turned
Enjoy
30.
this while it lasts.
Justin
If you can
asked,
avoid
crack,
it, don't get old.
crack or meth? Well, I never did meth. Okay, that's like one of the only things I've really never done. But I have sure smoked the fuck out of crack. I have. I'm not. I'm an open book when it comes to. I have not done any real hard drugs in like 11 years.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be bad for pain?
Crack?
Crack?
Yeah.
No.
No, crack is good for whatever ails you.
No, you just don't know. You don't care about anything when you're on crack, except for the person outside the door that's not really there.
Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, paranoia. I'm not a big fan of any of that.
No.
All right, speaking of crack, stand-up comedians that are now actors.
Yeah. Well, I guess Laps, maybe we'll have you kind of finish this off since we're apparently going to be, I don't know, washing these
That's fine.
certain comedians. We can't leave them feeling good, right? We got to shit on somebody at the end.
I'm not shitting
Well,
on anybody.
It sounds like you are. You prefer their acting over their comedic skills. So screw them. They chose poorly initially.
Okay. Or maybe that's what got them to be good in the movies.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, Charles, you said you only had like 4 of them?
I does.
You does.
I does indeed.
Okay. Well, I thought we were doing a top 10 list. So I thought I
Sucker.
narrowed it down to top 10. And then I was like, well,
You
Charles is gonna be
narrowed
an
it
asshole
down
on this one.
with
Oh, I-
77, you know.
It started with 56 and I didn't extensively go
56?
through. Yeah, I mean, we could talk about them. But yeah, so I had somebody on there and I had him pretty high on my list because I enjoy all of his roles.
So the
But
thing that
Come
we
to
have,
think of it,
Laps, the thing that we
Uh,
have coming up soon, Gray
Mhm.
can do that 6 times over and still have leftovers.
That's very true. That's
Uh,
very true.
Yeah. But I thought, nah, Charles will never accept this guy. By his strict definition, I
Oh.
don't think he'll say he was a stand-up.
And who am
So-
I? I'm not an authority. I'm just one person.
Well, you seem to be an authority. So that dropped him down to my honorable mention. But he was in Wayne's World 2, Clean Slate, The Cable Guy, Waiting for Guffman, Monkey Bone, Melvin Goes to Dinner, Let's Go to Prison, The Brothers Solomon. And you probably would recognize him starring in Nobody. Bob Odenkirk, man. I absolutely love me some Bob Odenkirk.
Oh, he's
in,
done
like,
stand-up.
anything he's in.
Not
I
Mr.
thought
Show
you
or
would think that
anything.
he's more sketch than stand-up.
Oh, he's performed in comedy clubs. I'm not
I
like
thought
that.
you'd give me shit
Okay,
for that.
Charles,
They did
look
Mr.
what your
Show in comedy club.
authoritarianism does. Look
Listen,
what
as
it
long
does,
as-
Charles.
As long as we never vote again, I'm happy. So
You're going for
Uh,
dictatorship. I promise I voted for
fan.
you.
I won with
And my other honorable
99%
mention out
of
of
the
the
vote again.
Emperor Charles.
Who knew? Fair enough. Well, this one I don't think you'd have any qualms about. I think you would definitely say yes, this is a stand-up and still a headliner. But they're in Down Periscope, Superstar, Freddie Got Fingered, Employee of the Month, The Whole 9 Yards, Dumb and Dumber. There's Something About Mary, Sorority Boys, and Half Baked. It's Harlan Williams, man. And my favorite performance by him is in Rocket Man, his leading role that somehow never really equated to what it should be. Just, man, that's a fun film.
Harlan Williams is to like normies. I think he's good in small doses. I don't think a normie would want to take an hour of him.
Hmm.
No,
Totally disagree.
dude.
Uh,
I don't know,
Not
dude.
6,
I've
7.
seen some of his like things. Oh, Billy, hey Billy, how you doing, Billy? Where's the Billy? And you're just like, wait, that's been going on for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
I love me some Harlan Williams, man. He's
I like
Canada's
I think he's
greatest
great.
export.
Well,
I think
yeah,
he's great.
he's like milk. You got to get it quickly. Once it sticks around too long, it goes bad.
Is he milk
don't want him to
in
sour.
a container or milk in a Canadian bag? 'Cause they get bags of milk.
Canadian bag. Yeah. It just makes sense.
Right.
Uh,
Because, you know,
so my number 10,
Number 10.
he's only been in a few movies, but what he has been in have impacted me very much. Memphis Bound and Gagged, Punching Henry, The Road Dog. It's Doug Stanhope. I absolutely love his acting
Gray.
in an episode of Louie that he did, man. It gets me every time I see it. He
Gray.
plays kind of himself, but dying. It's great.
You're being a simp for these comedians. Would
No.
you say anything about these acting performances from 5
Yes.
movies I've never heard of?
So you should see Road Dog. It's not the greatest, but it is a good movie about a road-hardened comedian who's drinking himself to death. And then he has this amazing role in Louie where he plays this comedian who is drinking himself to death, who then has a terminal illness. He's great, man. I absolutely love those roles.
So
He should be in more.
So he was in a movie where he was a comedian, and then in another movie where he was a comedian. So really stretching those
Well,
boundaries, huh?
He was also in Punching Henry where he played a comedian.
they just followed him
don't
around
understand.
with a camera. Like it's a comedian who's drinking himself to death, or better known as myself.
Kinda. But he put on a convincing performance. I love me some Stanhope. He made it onto my list. Yeah, number 9. He was in Desperately Seeking Susan, Reservoir Dogs, Natural Born Killer, Canadian Bacon, Coffee and Cigarettes. But you might recognize him most from his role in Half Baked. It's Stephen Wright, the guy on the couch. He's amazing. I absolutely love that dude.
Gray, you're slanting this list.
I
You're
am not slanting it at all.
You're naming solid comedians who also acted. It's not solid
Well,
in
comedians, but
amazing
solid
role.
performances.
So I'm
Dude,
going to.
I
I'm going
believe
to
him
white
as the man
knight.
on the
I'm
couch.
going to white knight. I was about to say I'm going to white knight him for a second. Can you give me some of the lines from Man on the Couch?
Yeah. it doesn't matter how I got here. What's important is I don't remember, man. It's been like a decade
Right.
since I've seen it.
Right. I
It's a
can
great
remember
role.
his back. Very
Yeah,
good.
he was
Very,
great.
very,
He was very convincing.
photogenic back.
Uh, he's hilarious in Canadian Bacon, where he plays the Mountie. I can't remember exactly what it is. And then in the Jim Jarmusch Coffee and Cigarettes, he's great in his segment of it. I absolutely love me some Stephen Wright. Not to mention the interstitials he does in his own special. I have a pony.
I heard Stephen Wright was late for a plane once. I don't know if you ever heard about
Yeah.
that. He was very late.
But yeah, my number 8, I don't think you'd have any qualms with, but who knows? You might give me some shit
haven't-
on this.
I wouldn't have let any of these through so far, but keep going.
I know, but you'll let number 8 through.
yeah?
No issues whatsoever. No notes. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Jersey Girl. I absolutely love me some George Carlin, and man, I think his performance as Cardinal, I always forget his name, but
it hits harder.
Dogma.
It hits harder because the human being, the comedian, is like staunchly atheist, and he's playing a cardinal who is kind of believable and leans into something of the hypocrisy in the church. So that's why that hits harder, in my opinion, because it's
he also taught us the rules of the road. So I mean,
I know
that was Jay and
you gotta
Silent Bob,
know.
wasn't it?
It was.
and Nightmares and Nerdscape says, is that a positive reference of Jersey Girl? I mean, he was the only.
I like it, man.
He had the best line in the whole
heart of it.
movie. He had the best line in the whole movie when Ben Affleck comes home and he's just like, I don't give a shit. And I was like, hey, you have summed up my entire experience with this movie.
I think
it's not my favorite role that he did, but he is. I love me some Carlin. He's not the worst part of that movie.
I think Ben Affleck and everything that he was in between 2002 and 2006, there was like this angry Pedro Pascal. You're in everything. You're in the tabloids. Like, I don't want to see your face anymore. I think he was unfairly judged, and thus the movies that he was in just like got written off. And I think if you went back and watched just Ben Affleck stuff from that time, you'd be pleasantly surprised. Something that has become a classic for me is Reindeer Games and Surviving Christmas. 2 Christmas movies with Ben Affleck.
Christmas isn't bad at all.
It's good. It's
not bad.
It's solid. James Gandolfini playing someone who isn't a mob guy, which is quite
Troy
pleasant.
McClure makes a really great point, though. He's like, Mitch Hedberg was on a few episodes of 70 Show, but in no way would I say he's an actor per se.
Yeah.
You have ruined Gray's list.
Not true. I am choosing only people who have been in at least 5 movies and TV shows. So what can I say? But that being said, these were my favorite performances by Carlin. He was in quite a few others.
So you're judging them based on their qualifications for a SAG card, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying they have to have comedy that I enjoy, and they have to be in movies and have a performance that I enjoy. And then
Jesse Ventura qualify. He was hilarious as a wrestler.
He is hilarious, but he is not a comedian, sir. However, who does qualify as my number 7, Mark Maron. He's in Springsteen, excuse me. Deliver Me from Nowhere. The Bad Guys. My favorite performance of his is in Joker. But he's the guy who tells him to lock the gates.
I was about to say he was in the
Famous.
new Glow. He was in the new Glow.
He was in Metalocalypse, and my favorite performance of his is in Glow. So yeah, that's what I was going to say about Maron. You guys beat me to the punch.
I'll give you that one. You have one.
Okay.
You have one registered.
Well, you're gonna be a fan of my number 6 as well. On top of being a hilarious comedian, you might remember him from such little movies like Willow, A Few Good Men, Wayne's World 2, The Usual Suspects, Casino, the whole 9 yards. And then my favorite kind of understated performance is in this weird Matthew Perry one called Numb, where he plays, it's an interesting performance. But yeah, I really dig me some Kevin Pollak. That dude is underrated.
Accepted.
Okay, you're giving me 2.
Accepted.
All right. And then my number 5, he is a pretty prolific comedian, even if his last special didn't impress me nearly as much as I was expecting. Man, he was in Stardust. He was in The Muppets Most Wanted. Recently in that cartoon Dog Man. But you'd probably be more familiar with him in Ghost Town or The Invention of Lying or The Office. But the thing that I dig Ricky Gervais for is Extras. If you haven't seen that show, that show is just man. He kept going back to David Brent from The Office, but Extras. I want to see what that dude's doing.
Did you guys see that Seth Rogen is bringing back The Muppet Show
Again?
on February 4th?
Why?
I don't know. And it has like
All
a
right,
bunch of
Sean.
like today's like stars on it. It looks.
Didn't
Why would you
Jason
just
Trying to do that for a minute.
didn't Jason Segel do that like 10 years ago too?
Yeah, I think they did another one in between there too, but it seems like they keep trying to do that. They want to make those Muppets relevant, but I don't know.
you fuck with the Muppets.
Mm.
All right, Charles. You said you got 4. I got 4 left.
Oh, I was like, no, you have 3. I do
Head-to-head
not accept
battle.
those
Here
other
we
8.
go. Here we go. Head-to-head battle.
All right, Charles. You want to go with your number 4? I've laid down.
I didn't do these in order, sir. I just
Okay. Well, who do you like least on your list? And they must know now.
Dane Cook.
All right. Yeah, it's unfairly so, but I'll say it's Dane Cook. I enjoy his stand-up. I think he's criminally underappreciated in Mr. Brooks. Waiting, he's a bit more what he is, but he's in a limited role in that movie, which is, fine for if you watch some of his stand-up or some of his comedy movies. Employee of the Month, Good Luck Chuck. That's just a little too much. If Dane was writing his own stuff, it'd be a little bit more interesting. But when it's
Him
been
and
like,
Rodman.
yeah, that was interesting. He wasn't who he was yet, though. At that point, I enjoyed that movie. It's a bit campy. But Dan in real life is a dramatic role. Again, he's a feature character in that movie. Steve Carell is actually the lead, and a movie where he's the lead. The movie's awful, but Dane Cook actually does a rather good job. Is a 2019 film called American Exit. He's like a deadbeat dad. Not a great movie, but man, Dane Cook has a dramatic performance there. It's a shame he was in such a dog shit movie because it was good. And I full disclosure, I'm like a tremendous fan of the human being because twice over the course of time he's been solid to me personally. So
it's just too
take
bad he
that.
got so much like plastic surgery done. He doesn't even like his face is like weird looking now. It's very odd.
I thought
Like it
he
looks like
fixed-
it's like everything is pulled back.
I thought he
real,
got like he had like acne damage that he had fixed.
Maybe that's it. I just look like his forehead and his eyes. It looks like someone just took it and just went.
I've seen him for ages. I want to say like during the pandemic, he had like a special where it was like in his house or a rented house or something.
I did not
I
see
think that's
that.
the last time I saw him.
Nightmares, Nerdscape. He really is comedy's Kenny Rogers.
Well, that one psychedelic album.
He knows what I'm talking about. See, have you seen Kenny Rogers like after he got his?
I have.
Yeah.
I just dropped in. It's amazing though. All right, Charles. I feel like you didn't mention one of his best roles. Were you done with the Dane Cook there?
What,
Did you
Employee
mention
of the
Mr.
Month?
Brooks? No, he is.
No, I started with
awesome
Mr.
in
Brooks. Mr. Brooks.
My
I
bad.
started with that. I said he's criminally underappreciated. Waiting, which is comedic. Again, smaller role.
I do
but,
like him in Waiting.
It's succinct. Dan in real life, another feature role, but in a kind of dreary drama. And American Exit, he's the lead in something of a shitty, albeit shitty drama.
Got
But
to mention
his performance is good.
Mystery Man. He's the waffler.
Oh my God! Sure. He has one line.
It counts to me.
Yeah,
These
so-
pretzels are making
so-
me thirsty.
Sometimes the one line is all it takes.
So number 5
like-
for me is Charles Patterson. I enjoy his work, and he was on Ghostwriter, which Jamal's karate
criminally
class.
underrated show. You know, it had that theme song that sticks with you. Ghost Rider. Oh, it's great, man. Fair enough. He will be an honorable mention on my list as well. But yeah,
Listen,
my number 4.
Jamal's
I
karate
really,
class is not believable without that kid with the chocolate in his mouth.
I really appreciate this dude. So not only his comedy, I had tickets for him last year. He's in a little movie where he plays AirPods guy in a very memorable scene, perhaps the best scene in the entire movie. It's called Sweethearts. It's a bad movie with a really good scene in it. He's in this other movie that I think people are going to be talking about. It was kind of a weird one from last year called Dance Freak. He previously got a starring role in his own movie called Let's Start a Cult, which I think that one
Stavi.
is criminally underrated. And then he recently was in Begonia. So yeah, Stavros Halkias is my kind of go-to guy, and I really think he's got an underappreciated role in Let's Start a Cult. But you can also enjoy him on Tires as the inept manager guy from the
Dude,
satellite office.
Gray isn't playing IMDb. He's playing like Where's Waldo with these people's credits.
No,
like, what the?
You were wrong, man.
Have I ever seen
Sweethearts
any of this
is an
shit?
amazing role. He's one of the main, I think, top 2 build in Dance Freak. He's top build in Let's Start a Cult, and he's on the poster in Begonia. I'm just saying, like, fair enough. You can call it Where's Waldo, but I think he's a real comedian, and he's on the up and coming. Just wait. Check out Dance Freak.
Who is KF? Troy says I've told jokes amongst K. Do you mean to say Kill Tony? KF people and was an extra in The Waterboy. Do I count? Yes. By Gray standards, absolutely. I'm assuming KF meant to be KT. Kill Tony.
If your name is on the first page in IMDb and you have at least 5 roles, I will say yes.
And Justin asks, I was background in uncredited on 2 Hallmark movies. Does that count? Yes.
I remember you in
it
such
depends on the
films as
Hallmark movie.
Waterboy and jokes.
Such
of
films
AF.
as.
Well, you know, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me
Oh,
from such
yeah.
films. That's, you know.
Group of people. Thanks, Troy.
Ah.
So it's not Kill Tony, but
I was on the
of-
news. Does that count?
Based. It can be one of your credits, sure. I don't know if that proves that you're a good actor, but
I'm not.
Stavros has won me over with Let's Start a Cult, his role in Begonia, and Tires. So he's on my short list currently. All right, Charles, who's your number 3?
It's Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Collateral. He was prior to all of the fuck, the word slipped my mind. Movies about people.
Yeah, the biography, like the fake.
Biopics. I don't know why the word
Biopics, yeah.
biopic just fucking evaporated from my skull. He was in Ray. And I think
He was phenomenal in
won
Ray.
an Oscar, nominated for an Oscar, won an Oscar. Good in that. Collateral, I enjoyed him in as the undercard to Tom Cruise just being a fucking freak of a villain.
Mhm.
And him as a somewhat comedic villain in Baby Driver. I quite enjoy him in Edgar Wright's hands. So yeah, Jamie Foxx.
I agree with that.
Not at all.
I thought you were going to say a comedic villain, and then I thought you were going to bring up like Electro from the
Nope.
that's a Spider-Man universe.
Nope. I don't need to. Where's Waldo? Some of their movie credits. I know what I know.
I'm just saying,
not gonna lean on
he's
bullshit.
a funny villain, but not for the reason that they're trying there. But I agree with you.
I have
on
no
Baby
intention on referencing that at all. None.
Driver. Okay, fair enough. I see your Jamie Foxx. Can I
Pretty
ask you
racist.
what's one of your favorite jokes from Jamie Foxx? He's a comedian, but it's fair enough.
Whatever this girl is.
It's been a minute. He just had a special that came out not too long ago. I'd be interested on your opinion on that special, if it is
You don't like
comedy or if
Shanae?
it's kind of just
That's her name, Shanae. Yeah, I appreciate his '90s stand-up because he was on Def Comedy Jam a lot. I used to watch that, and I wasn't really supposed to be watching that, but holy fuck! Thank God we had Thank God my uncle had HBO for a bit because I watched the shit out of Def Comedy Jam. he was on
Hmm.
that a couple of times, and I really enjoyed his '90s performances, and now
I liked
his
his,
acting.
the one joke he told about when you live in the ghetto and there's always that one random white person that lives in the ghetto and they have to be crazier than everybody. And he's like,
Mhm.
I can't remember the whole premise, but that shit was funny. I thought that was funny because whenever I lived in the real shitty neighborhood, that's kind of people were like, why do you live here? I'm like, I'm poor as shit. That's why I live here. It wasn't a choice. It's where I ended up.
Sorry.
Troy clarifies that Jimmy Fox was Wanda, Shanae was Martin. Martin.
That makes
Martin.
sense.
Martin.
Yeah, it's been a
Martin
minute since
Lawrence.
I've revisited any of that. I probably should, man. I have fond
It's
memories.
weird. Like 90s sitcoms, I was more likely to watch African American comedians than I was white comedians. Like I wasn't a big Home Improvement guy. I was watching Martin religiously though.
Oh, oh, oh.
I killed Wilson. Back to jail for me.
There were some fun jokes. Well, fair enough. You've given me a lot of shit for my choices so far. I don't think there's any way that you could perhaps even slight this one. You know this guy from Con Air. You know him from 200 Cigarettes. You know him from A Star Is Born. Or perhaps Robin Hood Men in Tights, The Nutty Professor,
Oh,
or Half Baked. But yeah, man, Dave Chappelle. I think he should be in more shit. I really did not like A
Dirty
Star
Work.
Is Born, but Dirty Work is awesome. But oh man, I think
what the
that might have
fuck
been
was
the
he
only
in,
one that Bob
in A
Saget.
Star Is Born? Was he like an entertainer or a club owner? What the fuck? I'm
He
forgetting.
is. I could. I'm blanking on the character's name.
But he was playing someone
he-
dramatic.
Yeah, he only has a couple of scenes, but yeah, it kind of touched me, and it's like, when is the last time he was in a movie? And it's been a while. He had quite a hiatus before he
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
wait,
Bradley
it was-
Cooper's movie.
He was in Screwed, not Dirty Work, right? Sorry.
Yep, Screwed, the other Norm
Screwed.
one with
The other Norm. With
now
the
I'm
old
blanking on his
woman.
name, DeVito.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
but
the old woman and
man,
stuff.
Chappelle's character in that, just when he gets scared, he hits people with a lamp.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
love
I got
it.
scared.
He he
The
had more
police
of
chief with
a
the lamp.
a little bit more grounded role in 200 Cigarettes, and then he played pinball in Con Air. You know, he's the mouth. It makes sense, but yeah, nothing like Thurgood, man. I dig Half Baked. He is indelibly in my brain. Anytime I've ever seen an Abba Zaba, I just hear his voice saying, "Abba Zaba, you my only friend." He's great, man. I love his performances, but find a way to shit on Dave Chappelle. Do it, Charles.
Nope.
Come on, try.
No thanks.
Okay. Who's your number two?
My number 2 is Albert Brooks. As much as his stand-up is very strong in the 70s, he something of a character comedian for a bit. Directed and starred in a bunch of shit. Like you could pick most of his movies that he wrote and directed from the 80s, 90s, right up until what The Muse wasn't as good. But Defending Your Life is something that just rewatched it recently. I really enjoy his work. Considering how funny and quirky he is as a comedian, some of this stuff just is a departure from what you're seeing on the stage. And then him as kind of a fucked up dude in Drive, like very, very divorced of whatever it is. With like my favorite thing of his when he was on the Tonight Show, where he had a puppet and he was singing Lady of Spain and just started smoking a cigarette. Like that entire bit kills me. And to see that guy be able to do something like what he did in Drive, that's what impresses me. I'm like taken aback.
So you're into
by,
some prop and some character work?
Yeah, it depends.
Interesting.
It depends.
Well, oddly enough, my number 2 is also Albert Brooks.
Yeah.
So
That
Lost
doesn't
in
count.
America,
I'm not
Broadcast
accepting it.
News, Defending Your Life, Mother. Mother is an extremely underrated one, but
I forgot Broadcast
time-
News too. Yeah.
every time I see something in my freezer and it's got like that frostbite, it's like, no, that's just a protective layer of frost on there. Just man, there's so many things that just like completely remind me of like my grandmother in there. The Muse, not so much, but The one that you're forgetting that was a rather large hit is he plays the fatherfish in Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
He's got some decent voice work that he's done in the last
yeah,
little while. And
he
then
could voice a
Drive.
script. Drive. I said Drive.
But well, I'm just saying he did a
Oh, okay.
departure where he's kind of a different, a menacing like character, which
Mhm.
I hadn't really seen from him before.
Mhm.
But my favorite role from him is in Lost in America. Just man, I absolutely love that one. Just
That's the one where
yeah,
they buy a a trailer
an
and then
RV.
go. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he just got married and they're on their honeymoon, so they're RVing across America, and hilarity ensues. I just absolutely love that movie. Just it speaks to me. You learn secrets about your partner, so to speak, and it can change everything.
So,
Just man, I love Lost in America.
something about Albert Brooks's movies is he's speaking to a upper middle class audience. Like a lot of his stuff, especially when I was a kid, I just could not relate to. Like a lot of his movies, he's like an upper middle class guy. I live in a house. I'm just going to sell everything to live in an RV. Oh, I just bought a
Mhm.
brand new BMW with all these CDs that I have on my way home. A lot of his material, or at least his films, was very middle class, upper middle class coded. And, it's fine. It just didn't speak to me the way some things like what Jamie Foxx was doing did.
Yeah, fair enough. I think Albert Brooks. I don't know. It's
It's not like a point against. It's just, watching it as adult, it's like, oh, I know why this didn't really reach to me because I was on food stamps. This shit, no Albert Brooks character is on food stamps.
yeah, fair enough. I don't know. I wasn't upper middle class or anything like that, but man, I just loved his
Sure,
movies,
sure.
especially like Defending Your Life. But fair enough.
Yeah,
So
no,
now we're on to the big one. Charles,
yes.
who is your favorite comedian turned actor?
Jim Carrey is a very, very strong stage presence. And
Hmm.
specifically for his work in The Truman Show, and above all else, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. It's wild to see him in this like heart-wrenching dramedy where he's the toned down person and Kate Winslet is the loose cannon. And the fact that he was able to do that really spoke something to me. I'm not the biggest of fans of Man on the Moon. The number 23 is not something I'm mentioning, but
Hmm.
the
How
range,
dare you?
About
the
the
range,
Majestic.
yeah. I was like thinking of
Oh, Nightmare
noteworthy
in Nerdscapes
comedian,
gets it.
noteworthy performance, and like there's a very high bars on both ends. His stage work, his ability to make people laugh, very strong. His work as a
Hmm.
comedian in a dramatic field, also very strong.
Fair enough. I okay, but can you defend some of his roles, or have some of them gotten away from him?
It's a good question. I don't know if I've seen him in anything worthwhile in the last decade
Sonic the
plus.
Hedgehog, I thought he was great.
Oh, good point.
He is
Yeah,
killing it in that
yeah,
movie.
good
Everything
point. Yeah,
should not work in it, but somehow that dance sequence with himself is like, okay, all
yeah,
right, you won me over.
yeah.
Uh,
Me, myself, and Irene.
fair enough.
Very, very, very good pick, Justin.
Love how dark they got in that.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Okay, I'll stand by it. All right, I respect it.
Except,
So I got a feeling you're gonna give me shit for this, and you're
oh,
just wrong. But
oh,
yeah,
right.
my number one, you might remember from he played Squirtle in the animated feature Leo. You remember his iconic role in Daddy's Home. Of course, he was in The Heat, and yeah, you might remember him also in Unfrosted, the Jerry Seinfeld movie that we talked about a little while ago. While the movie was not good, his performance was amazing in there. And his performance is the one that I'm selecting him for, but you might also remember him for his directorial debut, Old Dads. It's Bill Burr. And I'm not saying that he is the best in movies, but him as JFK was so much better than it should have been in Unfrosted. But the reason why he's so high on my list is everything he's done on TV for the most part. So in Breaking Bad, he was great in those roles, but
Can't fight that.
man, Reservation Dogs is just like amazing. I think he's only in one episode of that, but man, is there so much of an impact in that. And then his 2 episodes in Mandalorian as Mayfield, just man, that second one especially, just
Yeah, I agree with you.
doesn't come
but
off as a comedian to me.
I agree with you, but at the same time, I really wish he would show some range, because the Dad's movie just felt like Bill Burr in a movie. Mandalorian,
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed Bill Burr in the Star Wars universe, but I got it, and I was like, this is fine. I'm
And
absolutely
it
okay
feels
with
very
this.
cinematic, is why
Sure.
I'm kind of crunching him up towards the top of this.
No, that
I
makes
want to
sense.
see what he's going to do in the next one. Old Dad's wasn't the greatest, but
Right.
I don't know. I think he's finding his voice. That was his first film. I don't know. I just want to see him take one of these parts like he did in either Reservation Dogs, Mandalorian, or like Breaking Bad, but see it on the
Yeah.
screen.
I think for like the sake of what I made my list, but I would like to see some sort of range where like he's doing something that's just like not what you would expect of Bill Burr. I think that's what I was like using for my gauge on my
Fair
list.
enough.
But I agree
So
with
you're
you.
saying you don't approve? You don't approve? He's
No,
not they're comedian or
I
actor.
don't not approve. I just would like to see more range because, like I said, Mandalorian, he made that way better for me. I didn't know I needed Bill Burr in Star Wars, but now that I have it, I can't give it back.
Maybe not as the
Yeah.
number one.
That's where I stand.
What can I say, man? I've got hope. I think
Look at
Stavi and Bill Burr are they're gonna prove me right.
Oh, so
I'm
you're
getting
grading
in
this on
early
potential.
these stocks.
We're grading on
Oh,
potential.
the potential's through the roof. But what we have is amazing.
All right.
I just think
I'll
what we're
short
gonna get is
your
even more
position.
amazing.
I'll buy the short
Okay.
on your position.
Short it. I'm just saying, Stavi is in an Oscar-nominated film this year. How can you deny that power? But fair enough. All right, Labs. So we went
Mhm.
through the ones that we love.
I think
what did
actually
you-
I think mine might have actually been on par with what, because I know what you're gonna say. I'm not saying any of these dudes are bad at stand-up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that their movie career was much more successful than their stand-up career. They did way better in movies than they did in stand-up. Not saying they're not they're not funny. They are definitely funny. Some of these people stand-up was extremely funny. But the first one I had on my list was Billy Crystal. Obviously, his 70s stand-up was there for a while, but I mean, he's been in a bunch of movies and he directs actually probably one of my favorite sports movies ever, 61.
Yeah.
Great movie.
It is.
Robin Williams,
Yep.
Eddie Murphy, Steve Martin, Jim Carrey also, and Bobcat Goldthwait.
Oh, dude.
That last one.
I wanted to put Bobcat on here, but I thought no way would Charles let me get away with it, man.
Well, I mean, he's been in
His
a bunch
movies
of
are
stuff.
amazing.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
has.
Now he doesn't always been the main character, but
No, but
I mean,
Zed, man. What a good
just-
character.
I think
From Police Academy.
there's Police Academy stuff. One Crazy Summer is one of the Stork twins. They were
Oh,
nocturnal.
yeah.
They were nocturnal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot
there's-
about One Crazy Summer. That is fun. The
Yeah,
whole,
so that's it. That
Godzilla
was
costume.
kind of what I did. I thought these guys they were good at stand up, but they transitioned in the movies and made it their own. Like they excelled there are other people that have been in there and they made like B movies or something lower, or they had a lower part. Almost all of these guys, except for Bobcat, had like major starring roles.
Yeah.
Or been directors, or
Well, Bobcat's directed a bunch, and he's done awesome.
He has.
The incident
Yes.
at what the hell is his Sasquatch movie called? Anyway, that one's kind of interesting as far as like a horror movie goes. I didn't hate that one for a found footage film, which usually I do hate found footage. And then World's Greatest Dad is just like amazing, and you've got two of them paired together
Robin
there.
Williams in there.
Not only Bobcat, but Robin Williams, and I think my favorite performance he's ever given. And
I think selfishly, because I enjoyed his comedy so much, I would have preferred Eddie Murphy's transition to be a bit more stretched out, because we had two dynamite specials, and then suddenly he was in everything. And of course, good for him. Get that money. He had a white hot period where he was just in anything that was action comedy or whatever for 10 years, and he didn't need comedy anymore. And selfishly, I kind of wish there was a bit more of a taper off on stand up, because man, he was very good at stand up. Very good.
Did you happen to see his doc that they just did? I think it was towards fall of last year. The Eddie one.
Eddie Murphy one. Yeah.
I have not.
He is not necessarily saying that he's coming back to it, but I don't know, man. He might be a prop act in the future. He certainly seemed to enjoy it for a moment.
When he was on SNL 50, I didn't know I needed Eddie Murphy in comedy like that again. But I mean, listen, he made a ton of money. He was very successful. For him and his family, I'm happy. But for me, the person who really liked his stand up, I feel robbed. But there's always Raw and Delirious. But I would have loved a trilogy. Just give me a trilogy of specials.
But once you have lightning in a bottle twice, what are the odds that you could live up to that? And then when you add the years to all the pressure.
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying
maybe not.
now.
No, he's not saying now. He's saying at the time he wished it was stretched out a little bit more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe he did something else. I mean, with the stuff that he was doing, he could have just hung around Hollywood for a half a year and had a whole 45 minutes of just talking shit.
Yeah.
Why would you do that when you get 48 hours?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying I could understand back then in the 80s him doing a third one, and I think it probably, I'm not saying it would have been as good, because that's a hard thing when you take something as iconic as those two and you're wearing backwards glasses, nostalgia glasses, and you try to place the person, because it's hard to think of that person the way they were and what they would do in that time frame. It's very hard because we know the person they are now, and that's the only thing that we have is people doing nostalgia acts. So would it work? I don't know.
I think so. So a couple of comments. First off, Nightmares and Nerdscapes mentioning that Gumby skit. That is amazing. I absolutely love that Gumby skit. Just thinking about it made me crack up. And then the whole "you ain't got no ice cream." Hell yeah. But Murphy could pull it off again. He came back out of the gate with Dolomite. Have you guys seen
enjoyed
Dolomite?
that. It's very good. Very good.
It is strong.
Hellhound Scorner says Richard Pryor not mentioned. He was on my list, but I think his stand-up is so far and above his movies that, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have some good roles, but I think his stand-up is so far and above his movie career. That's just my opinion.
I wish his movies could have matched what his hilarity level is.
So I had to check when Eddie Murphy was pulled over, arrested, had a run with the law with a prostitute. That was 1997. I remember at that point he wasn't quite the superstar that he was. So if that's the line in the sand for Eddie Murphy being able to do a stand-up special, I'll go 5 years back and say 92. After Boomerang, if he did a 45-minute special, and that be the farewell.
92 is a good,
It would have been awesome. I just think that's a lot of pressure.
It is, but I mean, it's also
post-Vampire.
Look where he went to, though. So that's also, I understand what you're saying, Gray, but I also understand where Charles is coming from, because that's a few years before he went full Nutty Professor, Haunted Mansion, this,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
So he still had a little bit of an edge to him there. So maybe that could be maybe.
So Gervais has done his ninth special. This one that he just released is very ho-hum-y, if I do say so. If Eddie Murphy, even he did something in 92 that was comparable to what Gervais did this past year, it's a nice sigh before setting off into the sunset.
Agreed.
You're fine. You're fine.
No, dude, you're awesome.
Chat. No, you're fine.
No, you're great. Thank you for being in the chat, man.
And a
But yeah,
friend.
there's a bunch of other ones. Bob Saget was kind of mentioned before. I wish he got to explore a little bit more in movies.
Wait, was
I know
Bob
he made
Saget
Dirty Work.
stand up funny though?
Yes, I've definitely laughed at him, and he's amazing when he's been on other shows as a guest, kind of like Howie. He's a great asshole.
Okay, so I think that his like little, what do they call those where you have like a bit part? I can't think of the word right now.
Feature.
Cameos?
Cameo. His cameo in movies are funnier than his stand up to me. Like I watched a bunch of his old stand up because when he
Fair
came out
enough.
with that one, it was like a few years before he passed, or maybe I could be wrong on the years, but like he was doing the whole Full House thing and all that. It's like, dude, like we get it. You like dick and fart jokes, and how hilarious is it that
always the thing.
you were America's dad?
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah,
You're
that was
an
always kind of his thing.
asshole. You're just an
But
asshole. I get
then
it.
again, he directed Dirty Work, man. How dare
No,
you
I'm not-
besmirch the
but
name
here's the
of an
thing.
amazing
I'm-
American hero?
I just said it's his stand-up good. I didn't say anything else.
He's earned my laughs,
His
and
stand-up
let me tell you,
sucks
they
a
are
dick.
hard to come
Dude,
by.
I want Gray
Uh,
fighting a battle defending my honor in anything comedy related. Jesus Christ, you're a simp.
He has made me laugh. Richard Lewis. I don't think that dude gets enough credit. Not only is he like perfect in Robin Hood Men in Tights,
Men in
like
Tights.
just
That's
as
what I was saying. Yes.
yeah,
Men in Tights.
but he had some more serious roles in other things, and then man, what he's able to do in like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Sadly, it seems like roles just kind of fell off for him. He did a bit of voice work, but yeah, I wanted to see him in more.
But do you like his stand-up though?
I do. He is one of those weird. I view him kind of like Mark Maron before Mark Maron. He's one of those like weird kind of. They're frail but angry type guys. I don't know how to explain it, but my mind kind of lumps them together. I like that guy. What can I say? I couldn't tell
got
you
a
which of his
massive
specials is
head,
my
man.
favorite. Yeah.
Massive head. Great, massive head.
I want to put Bill Hader on the list. He's done some amazing work in the past, but I don't think Charles would accept him as a stand-up. He is instead a improv guy.
I like
But,
Barry. I think
Yeah.
Barry, it starts so strong.
okay. Yes,
start
it
of
started
Barry.
strong. Yes, it started strong. I thought it got
And
after,
he shows so much
after-
range in there.
After him and the one guy had it out in the cul-de-sac neighborhood, I thought it got kind of a little bit,
Oh, it's
that
so
dude,
awesome, too.
that whole 3 episodes.
what is it,
fucking
Bum Rush?
Phenomenal. Yeah, dude, where he's with the little girl, where she's like behind the wet bar and he's just bleeding out.
I have not laughed
That's
so much as
fantastic.
the little girl episode of that. Yeah.
So good.
And then the last season happened, and it's like,
yeah.
But yeah, there's some other ones that are always awesome. Of course, Rodney. He wasn't in a shitload of stuff, but man is Back to School, Caddyshack, Easy Money. A lot of those are amazing, but yeah,
They're all just Rodney being Rodney. Though.
he is being Rodney, which is
That's
great.
the only reason why I didn't put he was
I
on
get you.
my regular list, but I was like, well, it's just it's the same. It's the same.
Hey,
it's not
Whitey,
saying that
where's your hat?
Right. It's not that I love Caddyshack, and the only thing I could think of, like, where you got like ladybugs and a few like some stuff like that, where you're kind of iffy about it, but it was still Rodney being Rodney. So I kind of lumped them into the same vein. Like he was just doing his act on film.
I
To
hear
give you-
you.
To give you some
that's kinda-
insight, Gray.
Oh yes.
You know how I am about comedy. I've never, I've done one set in Los Angeles, and I've always had this. New York comedians are like this. LA comedians are like this. And I always got this vibe from LA comics, like stand-up was just a thing until they became a bigger deal somewhere else. So if they can get some sort of acting gig or whatever, like that's what they were going to do. New York comedians, it felt like they were being comedians. If they got other things, fine, but they were always going to be comedians. So
that
like,
was
that's
their first priority.
right. So like I have this unfair, if you want to call it that. I've always viewed LA comics as like, well, this is just a stepping stone to the next thing. And when comedians, I feel like, are just doing things to just get bigger, I discount it a bit. Like George Carlin, the fact that he like just stayed doing like the road and was doing things every now and again, but
Well, you
his
gotta
his
think of the way that we're kind of told though in America. You know, a comedian, they cut their teeth, and when they go to LA, they're going to get noticed. That's
Yeah.
what they're going to do.
yeah
That's
Yeah.
that's what it feels like. Where you go to New York, you're going to cut your teeth in the actual comedy clubs to
Right.
get to the big time. You know, and possibly a one man. Like that's the only like thing that you might get. You know, like outside of there, maybe some movie parts, but that's not your goal.
Yeah, like again, so like I'm importing my own personal viewpoint into things because like I did the road and my understanding was you do the road and you know like you pay your dues, you get all the the work in, you get your hours in, you get logged time, and I always got offended at people like just going to LA after doing stand up for a year and then getting a thing in something, and it's like wait, you didn't pay your dues to the art of comedy, and I always
Right.
felt like rubbed the wrong way about it, but it's something you learn with age is, fame isn't fair and, success isn't fair either. Luck happens and people like what they like.
You went in at that same time though. That's the thing. Like where being a fan of comedy, you change a little bit more, with your taste and where comedy is going,
Mhm.
wherever it is. You came in at that time where that's what you wanted to be. You weren't trying to be something else,
Right.
So like
Right.
there are fans like that because that's how I was, like when
Okay.
we first started that's kind of we had the same, like, oh, you do this to get your pilot, to get your this, to get your this. That's
Right.
kind of where we were at there. And I think there's something to say about the fandom as well as like you're talking about the actual comedian itself. I feel the same way. You go to New York to be a fucking comedian. That's
Right.
that's what you do. Maybe Boston back in the day had some stuff, Chicago, but
Right.
you go
Right.
to the West to plant your feet in
To become a
like,
star.
to
Yeah.
become a star.
However
which
it happens.
that's your
Kinda-
right. Could be your comedy. It could be something else.
That does kind of remind me. There are other up and comers that should get somewhat of a shout out, but Andrew Santino. I don't dislike his comedy or anything like that, but man, he's done some amazing shit. Specifically, he was in like 20 episodes of I'm Dying Up Here, which is like a drama about stand-ups. It was the whole Comedy Store one. But yeah, he's done a bunch of other shit on TV, like Dave and stuff. He was in Beef, but man, he had some interesting roles. He's shown most of his range on TV, but he's
I
had some
call
funny
for
things in
transition
movies.
period. Call for
Okay.
transition period. Bert Kreischer just had a
Oh, that
six
show.
Yeah.
episode show
Oh.
that premiered on Netflix.
Were you guys
Have you
able
seen
to
at
keep
least
yourself
one
from
episode?
binging it?
You say keep ourselves from binging it. I
Yeah,
binged.
I mean, it must be
binged-
tough not
I binged
watching them all in
11
one setting.
minutes. I saw his dumbass
Ooh.
talking to whenever the girl went to school, and I was like, "Fuck this! This
No, you guys are missing out on it. You don't
no,
get it.
I'm not. I
He
get it. I
wanted
get it. I get it."
No, you don't get it. He wanted to make the Black Doves of comedy. People have to binge it all. You can't just watch one episode and be like, okay, I'm good. You need to know what's going to happen. You honestly have no clue how this is going to end.
Okay,
Wow.
that's not the
I
thing,
envy
though.
you.
That-
You
that-
get to experience it anew.
Well, here's the thing though. As sarcastic as you are right now, the problem is I don't need to experience Bert Kreischer any more than I already have. I'm good.
I think you do. You need to see his fictional wife, Arden Marie, where I think you need to experience this version of Bert.
I think I'm good.
But how will you know what his arc is going to be?
It's so great. Take the character off.
Oh.
How did you feel about Free Bert? Because holy fuck.
It is a very oddly close sitcom. The camera, the choices of angles are kind of disturbing, and
The cinematography is awful. Awful.
it is a choice. And then the fact that it's like such a weirdly dark, I don't know, just the coloration on it. Everything is dark for comedy. It's interesting choices, but I happened to hear him talk about what he was going for, and it literally was Black Doves. He wanted to make a super bingeable sitcom. So, who knows? That might be the arc of the character. Who knows? You'll have to watch it to find out.
I watched one episode. I have less than zero interest in finding out where that story goes.
Now,
No, you haven't even
I'm
seen
a
the
little bit-
montage.
I'm a little bit.
You got to see the
impressed-
montage in the
I'm
second
impressed.
episode.
I'm impressed, Gray. Like the fact that you're willing to sit there through garbage, through just bullshit garbage, and be like, you also need to experience the hell that I experienced. And not only am I going to like white knight it up a little bit, but yeah, go watch Free Burt. Fuck. It's like nothing
it's
I
not
would ever
expensive,
say.
Bert.
Nothing I would ever say to anybody in
Yeah,
the history of any conversation I will ever have.
this counters.
Well, that's because you haven't seen it yet. Just wait until you've seen it, and then you'll know why you need to tell everyone to see it.
Gray's doing his best Timmy No Breaks impression here. He's trying to
Yes.
be a character that enjoys the work of Burt Kreischer in Netflix's Kill Burt.
This
Or
is
Free
better
Burt.
than Free Burt. What we are
It-
doing right now
Yes.
is better, and the camera angles at least make sense.
And the
I'm
color
just
fits
saying-
the mood.
Yes,
I'm just saying,
He's
Freebird
Superman.
is one of a kind. You will never see anything else like it. I don't know. Perhaps that does make it unique and special.
It's not
Justin.
unique though.
Justin, I'm so
I'm
glad I
so
don't.
glad I don't have Netflix. It's awful. The cinematography is way too dark. It's got like that Vaseline filter thing because it's a comedy after all. And yes, go ahead. Tell me about Black Doves again. I don't give a fuck. Like it needs to hit a certain way. This is far from the first time where a comedian's done some sort of dark, like black comedy thing, but it's just not black comedy. It's just Bert being edgy with his family. Like you need to understand what his perspective is as a comedian because they just drop you in to him and his family that everyone just curses at each other and everything's fine. And like there's no setting these characters up. And if I'm not mistaken, like they take you into him doing a stand-up set where he just takes his shirt off. Or Ethan Hawke. Was it Ethan Hawke? Just
It's
wants
not
him-
Ethan Hawke.
Who is it?
It's a huge cameo from
Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe.
Rob
It's
Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Come on,
who,
man.
who just wants him to take his shirt on and off, and like that's his thing, and he doesn't
Well,
really
yeah.
lean
mean-
into how much that's the world sees him as, and it doesn't sit with you. Like there's no jokes at that expense. Like, oh, people only know me as the shirt off guy, and it just
Okay,
that's
but
it. That's it.
what if he tries to break that rule in this role, and he does that by literally saying that to you very forcefully while sitting on a toilet? Does that interest you?
Here's the thing, Gray. It's just like the woman that went up and did the Iranian comedy. Just because it exists and they're telling you something doesn't mean that what they're telling you is any fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we might need to see.
We are not talking
No,
about
because
goddamn Free Burt.
No.
I think
No.
you guys might need to experience that because Tom also had a Netflix show. That one I like more. It's a weird, dark sketch comedy one
There's funny stuff
called
in
Bad
it.
Thoughts. Bad Thoughts season 2 is coming out this year at some
I
point.
so like I
It's
think
what-
so
it's what both
for-
of them have been away from their podcast for.
For
was
what you
this
want-
show and his movie.
For what you want from Free Burt, I recommend you see Louie, a dark comedy about a comedian who's a far better writer, and like things
Any
are
of the
prescient.
Louis. Lucky Louie, even Life with Louie,
Yeah, so,
anything with any Louie.
It's far from like unique and new. It's just it's
Louis.
Louis Louis.
But Louis is awesome, man. I agree with you. This doesn't have the depth.
No.
I think it is
Really?
very unique in what it is. I don't think it's good, and I don't think it's funny. But man, does he go to the extreme to do an arc and to just We were talking hack earlier. I think we need to kind of define what it is, because this is like a show
Okay.
built around
Okay.
that.
I will watch it, Gray. I will watch it. And next week I will come back. And if you give me some bullshit fucking 5, we're done. No, I'm just joking. I'll watch
Bullshit
it.
5?
I'll-
There is no bullshit, man. It is
It's
all
the worst
science.
one.
Blind
It's
rank
the worst
your favorite episodes of Freebird.
Bert.
Lucky for
favorite
you,
cameo
there's
is
6
a
of them, so
Freebird.
you don't have to choose a least.
You get to
favorite.
leave one off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
so-
watch it. I'll watch it just because you watched it. I will watch it.
So-
I got a feeling, it wasn't the wisest choice compared to Bad Thoughts. But when Charles was talking about like the cinematography, it's crazy because they make certain sketches or bits in that in Bad Thoughts seem so cinematic, and then you look at what Bert did with this sitcom, and it's like that doesn't
ugly.
look.
It's ugly.
It's strange.
I don't know very much of Bert Kreischer's work. I just know him as the shirt off guy. Thanks for breaking that.
Have you heard the Machine story?
I might have heard some of it. I don't know, but
You're probably up to date then.
is he the kind of wordsmith that you would compare to something like Kevin Smith in films?
Wordsmith?
If
Bert?
by words you mean popping the top off, yes. If you mean
Okay.
actual words, no.
So Kevin Smith can get away with telling, not showing, because the humor is there. But when you're
His
getting
thing
a-
is all show.
a
That's all it is.
episode thing, you can't tell me the joke. You need to show me. Yeah, considering he's a guy with his shirt off, you need to show me what's funny, not tell me that I'm on a
no,
toilet.
He's gonna laugh really loud while telling you, though.
Yeah.
So that's your cue.
Bert's whole shtick is I'm a guy who drinks so much that I should be dead, and I say things with my shirt off. So obviously it's funny because it's funny.
I
Apparently
realize
he doesn't drink anymore.
That's it.
the more
Dude,
we do this show, the more I'm cursing myself.
Alcoholic. If he stopped drinking, dude, he would go into DT so fucking bad that he would be dead.
Wait,
He
isn't he the
supposedly-
one who has the mugs, the Nazi mugs?
Yes.
It's a teacup, and it's
Yes.
just from the summer
Oh.
house. Okay.
Oh, thank you for reminding me myself. He has a joke in there where this is the pilot, mind you, the thing that's supposed to grab your attention and get you to watch the rest of the series. He has a joke in there.
Are you
where
hearing lapsed?
Yes. I'm here.
I'm just saying this will get you hooked now.
Okay.
He's going through the I don't know, terms of conditions, the rules of his daughter's school. And he's like, man, there's a lot of rules here. And he says, what is this, Mein Kampf? Mein Kampf is an autobiography.
Uh-huh.
What is the joke about the school rules being like Mein Kampf?
Well,
Mein
he's
Kampf is
stupid, but
Translates
there's a
to my
reference.
struggle. It's
Uh-huh.
Hitler's book about himself. It's not like
Well, he owns the
a
teacup,
guideline.
so it's a wink.
You just can't say Hitler shit. Like it needs to make sense. You can't just like that. Germans, am I right?
That's what you'd think, but if you just start laughing afterwards, you'd be
They
surprised.
don't connect. Like if you're saying that there's a lot of rules here, what is this, War and Peace? Like what do you mean? Is because it's long? What do you mean by
Well, he
that?
actually meant the guy named Warren Peace. He knows him very well, and his cousin is actually Mein Kampf. He's Jewish, It's an oxymoron.
It's a moron, all right.
Mm.
Jesus.
It's definitely a fucking moron.
Yeah, so like that was the first time I was like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Not only does this look like fucking deep fried dog shit, but now you're not making sense with your jokes. You can't just say
It won't
things
be-
like
It
Mein
won't
Kampf,
be the
am I
last
right?
time that you experience that if you finish it. But
I tapped out.
man,
I tapped out.
there's performances in there where it's like clearly there's a reason why they're playing it that way, right? Like this is supposed to be like this is leading somewhere, and then it just doesn't. It's just like, oh wow, that was just a take on how to do that character. Okay.
So he
Right.
shouldn't be doing Louis shit. We agree upon that, right?
I don't think he can.
Yeah.
It's a bastard. It has to be a bastardized version.
It sucks. I think he's doing really good with his comedy tours, and they seem to
Well,
be
if-
pretty
if the-
successful. I think he should
If the
stay in
lines
that lane.
connecting it are Mein Kampf,
Well,
then
they might be, but
Well-
the people in the baseball stadium seem happy with it.
Oh,
I
for
haven't heard
sure.
complaints
Dude,
on those
the
shows.
stupid have been outbreeding the smart for a very long time.
I have not heard anyone praise either his movie The Machine or this show. I don't know, man. And it sucks because he took so much time off of his formerly
Wait, that's what
popular
sucks.
podcast to do
Isn't
this.
he like a
Well, for him.
multi-million-dollar draw for his
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
but
touring?
it depends. So he's got he's got a lot of mouths to feed, so to speak, and not just like his family, but like people working for him, for his
Is-
studio, for his podcast.
Is he the
keeping that
Antonio
train running.
Cromartie of comedy?
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
the
got
reference,
laughed on
but I'm
that
gonna
one.
say yes.
Antonio Cromartie has a lot of children across the country
Yes.
from
I
different
don't
mothers.
believe that's his issue. As far as that goes, he seems
Junior,
like he's a
junior.
wholesome guy. But that being said, like he's got a big machine that is backing the Burt. So yes, he is making a lot, but I think he's spending a lot to make
Now,
that
if
lot.
Bert Kreischer was bringing back the Muppets, I'd understand that. At least, you know,
Yeah, that would kind
he
of
could
work.
get on there
I
with
guess.
Fozzie Bear, and they could all waka each other off the stage.
So
Can people be topless around Muppets, or is that weird? I don't
They
know
are
if I've
topless.
seen that before.
they are
The
topless.
Muppets, but not the humans.
Well,
Just make a fuzzy version of him.
I mean,
oh,
Miss
So-
Piggy's like the only one that wears kind
Well,
of clothes,
listen,
right?
you got to be decent.
Well,
'cause you're a
Rolf
pig.
wears the bow tie.
Gray, considering
Rolf
the
is the
machine
class.
that he's
Hudson Honeydew.
fueling, considering there's so many mouths to be concerned with, why would you take a risk and do something that you're not sure it's going to work out? Just keep doing the thing that you know will make you millions of dollars. Why on earth?
nobody believes in Bert like Bert believes in Bert.
That's
Right,
It's
well-
very
weird,
true.
man. If you hear him in any interview, like it's not, hey, what's going on with you? It's here's Bert, and I'm going to talk about Bert, and it's just Bert. Like everything is Bert to him. So I don't know, man. I think he fully is bought into it. I don't think it's a Bert Sona. I think
What's
that's him. But
What's happened to comedy recently where, when I was coming up, self-deprecating was the way to do things, to laugh at yourself and make people laugh at you. Like that was an endearing thing for comedians. But it seems like now, like you have to have an alter ego and tell the world that your shit doesn't stink. And I don't think that's very funny. Like what's happened to comedians lately?
Bert has made me laugh in the past. I will put it that way. That the dude
That's
is
not the question I asked. That is not the
unfunny,
question I
but
asked. You answered something I didn't ask.
true. I was trying to be somewhat diplomatic with it. I couldn't tell you what's happened to Bert other than it seems like he's really bought into Bert's own hype train, as far as it appears to me.
So
But it's
Yeah, but
not like
seems
comedy
a lot of new
doesn't exist,
comedians
though.
don't laugh at themselves
that's what I'm saying. Like, so something else we watched earlier, that
or their
show out of
experience.
right. So it seems like not just sticking with Bert, but it seems like this modern era of comedy is, man, I'm doing great. I'm awesome. Which I guess if it's
Depends.
ironic, that's one thing, but
Well,
I don't think
so I
these
was
people
gonna
are
say,
doing
like-
it ironically.
Timmy No Breaks is kind of the whole like everything. I'm looking like a fool here. It is
Yeah,
a
that's
character.
inverted though.
Um,
Like he
I
looks
would
like a
also
fool, but he's
say,
like, I'm awesome.
Yeah. Sarah Squirms, man, she's okay, like putting herself out there looking bad. Like it seems to be very self-deprecating. Again, that's a character.
Sure.
There were a bunch more specials that I heard. Now I'm blanking on his name. It's Sean. He just released a special, Long Story Thin. Renan Hirschberg just released Morbidly Jewish. There are people out there who are currently being self-deprecating. It's just a different style of comedy. Like Bert is
but the
supposed to be
big
the
ones
party
aren't.
animal.
That's the thing, though. Like a lot of the big
Fair
ones
enough.
aren't. Like,
Yeah.
even though he's not doing like Mulaney does, because he talks about like his, terrible childhood, like type of thing, and like the way his parents, even though they were good people, like they raised him real bad, and his drug problems. But like, some of the big ones, I like Tom Segura, dude. Like, I'm going to buy a Ferrari.
Dude.
Look at me.
Yeah, and I
Dude,
think he realized
he
up his ass
talked
he
shit
was.
on poor people.
Yeah,
He
the
was like
poors. I
basically like,
gotcha.
if you're poor, I don't care about you.
He did, but he did do Bad Taste after that, and I think he really puts himself in an ugly light in some of those sketches. I don't feel like he's as full of himself as Bert is, but
I
No.
maybe I'm wrong.
Okay,
so we're kind of off of Bert exclusively at this point, but I think as far as comedians, singing their own praises, being a bit egotistical, you're not allowed to punch down. Like if you're going to present yourself as tough shit, you can't say, I'm going to be canceled, because you're not leaving that road open. It's not a two-way street. When you punch down and you don't get to make fun of yourself, like the thing about, again, what I was brought up, you get to say something if you let the audience know, okay, look, I'm an asshole. Look at how stupid I am. And then you say a joke about someone else where they're like, okay, everyone's fair game. But if you're this, holier than thou, I'm awesome.
Right.
Oh my God, you're a piece of shit. Like that is like the epitome of punching down. So you probably shouldn't be doing material where you're perceived as punching down, because you're not letting it come back up.
Yeah, because cloud walking doesn't really work. It doesn't. You're going to like a very thin base of people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it just doesn't.
Like,
I mean, okay,
if that's kind of your persona, like the Dice thing, like I don't really want to see like Dice be like, "Woe is me," like like you got to have that kind of like I'm the
but
shit
isn't
attitude.
Dice a character?
Hellhound,
Right.
he is.
Right.
Hellhound's Corner is mentioning Jeselnik as well, and he's
I'm
even
not saying
saying
that
like
there's not
Hellhound's
some-
character.
I'm not saying that there's not guys out there that still do that. I'm just saying
No, it
seems
works
like a
for
lot
certain
of people are completely. It seems like it's just a very completely different thing, and it could just be
For sure.
that I'm not used to that. So I like it is getting back into what is comedy now.
Yeah.
So
So
it
if
just
you
seems
do
odd
that-
to me.
Yeah, if you do that, don't be surprised when someone calls it
Calls
bullying.
bullshit. Yeah, or calls bullshit on it.
Right. Just a bull word. Any word with bull in it.
Any of those bull things. That's
Yeah, it's very true.
bull. Yeah, fair enough. But you're right. I don't see as much self-deprecation, but it's still out there.
Man,
Well, imagine
Ray
if,
does not
like-
have any weapons. He's just
well,
got a house full of
imagine
shields.
like this, like if Stephen Wright was
You can
coming
use
up
a
to
shield as a weapon.
Imagine like him coming out in like some nice pants and a nice shirt, and he's like smiling. You would be like, "What is this? Where's the
Yeah.
trench coat and sad
No,
pants
I
that you've
need-
been wearing since 1976?"
I need the guy on the couch.
Right.
hmm.
And I'm not saying that's
I need K-Billy.
every
Okay.
person. I'm not saying that for every guy. I'm sure there's people out there that do that.
Can you highlight that, Jacob?
Yes.
A lot of it is pushback against social trends. Woke people are critical of capitalism, so they do "I'm rich and successful" as a way to push back. That's
That
makes
fine.
sense.
I had not
Makes
looked at it
sense.
that way. Fair enough.
I don't know if that's like yeah,
But
it,
There needs
mean,
to be a moment where you wink to the audience, like I'm in
You
on
need
it.
to wink when you're saying the pores. Like, do you think he really is like lifting his pinky every time he drinks from Hitler's teacup?
no.
I think you can
No,
tell that
he
he's a
probably has to
comedian
do that to
calling
get a boner,
regular people the
'cause he's
pores.
so fucking ridiculous at this point.
Well, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, so
We went through-
I'm not talking about the comedians so much. I'm talking about people that enjoy their comedy and receive it. Again, going back to the 3%, you say something to 100 people, 3%, which is 3 of them, will take it the very wrong way and be loud about it and make the other 97 look bad. I'm concerned for comedians that do stuff, and they're very, very clearly doing a thing, but some fucking weirdo gets the idea that this is the truth, this is the way it should be, and then they go out online and waste their time being a fucking cry bully, and it just makes things look bad for the entire community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially with like videos and information being so at your fingertips,
Mm.
and we can hear what everybody thinks constantly.
Mhm.
Trends are more easily seen
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah.
to like a wave. You know, it's like just nonstop. It feels like.
Yeah. Like the comedy drama videos I've been suggested, I feel like they're not completely giving full credit to those things. And I have an issue. I have an issue with not
just wait
treating
until you
comedy
see
as comedy.
the
Charles,
satirical ones
you have
are
like you have like
amazing.
a whole set, bro. Like against comedy,
I-
against comedy.
Comedy against
Anti-comedy
against
comedy.
comedians on
Right.
YouTube who called comedians liars. It's you're not treating that with the right respect. Shut the fuck up.
Well, isn't it funny that like it's nowadays with, like I said, I've only ever did it for one comedian, and that was Bert, and only because he does it to himself. You know, like he does it to himself. But isn't it funny that like this day and age, it's like we're such morally offended with comedy. Like, get the fuck over yourself. Like, shut up.
Maybe
What
you
the
guys are offended by comedy.
I'm
I
not.
enjoy jokes. Okay.
Yeah, so do I. That's what I'm saying. It's
See
funny.
what Bert's
These
doing.
comedians
I
are
thought the
saying,
first
like,
time he popped his top off, it was funny, and then the next 1,000 times, it wasn't nearly as funny.
Yeah. You know, just do the thing. You know, find the line. That's what part of the fun with being edgy is ooh, can I say this? Should I say this? And you know, if it's funny, it works itself out in the end. But being like, I'm not allowed to say this, but I'm going to say this. It's like you did it anyway. Why did you roll out that red carpet for it? Like you're just trying to make yourself seem edgier than you are. Like even though you're doing the thing, like I don't know. I have an awkward taste in my mouth for modern comedians that are like, oh, can't do this, can I? But anyway, here it is.
Well, speaking of doing things and awkward taste, say lapsed. Would you want to put that other thing up on screen? So we've talked about some comedians in movies. You know, I think you guys should work as a team here and decide what movie these reviews belong to.
Okay.
So the movie's released in 2024. You got so these reviews are coming from Letterboxd. I tried to choose close dates to it, so these are just from a few days ago. This is just an ad, 1 star, and what a ridiculous movie, but I loved it. So over the top, 5 stars. What movie from 2024
Charles,
would get, with
on this, bro.
with
Like,
a comedian as a lead to this?
The ad is something of a clue. I might say Unfrosted.
Wow. Good job, sir. You got it. You knew the year. You knew the ad.
Yay.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
I helped.
Yeah, team us.
Now, descending to 2021. So this movie's from a little while. It was middle of the pandemic. So half a star. So cliche and cast that it feels like a parody. And then 5 stars. So good. Thanks, Marty. I don't know who Marty is, but yeah, 2021.
That first one is not exactly English, cliched and cast. If that it feels like a parody. So the cast,
so cliched and cast. I think they mean it's also cliche. But again, what movie that is starring a stand-up comedian from 2021 is so cliche and cast that it feels like a parody, but it's also so good.
It's COVID shit. Like I was on so many fucking antidepressants at that time.
Well,
is it specifically a comedy?
No, it is a stand-up comedian's movie. I don't know. Would you consider Unfrosted to be a comedy? I thought it was more of
yeah.
I don't know exactly what you'd call that, but no, something along those.
Lapsed? You got anything in this? Because I'm like,
dude, I have no idea.
2021, like 15 movies came out that year, and I can't think of one.
Well, this one is unforgettable. It is Spiral from the Book of Saw, starring the one and only Chris Rock.
Who's Marty?
You could have experienced it in IMAX for the last time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Marty?
He's the other guy. I have no idea who Marty is. But okay, so now we're going back in time just a little bit. Again, a movie that is starring a stand-up comedian. This movie was released in 2011. 5 stars. Very funny as always.
Wait, I'm sorry.
And
Well, hold on. What the fuck is cliched and cast about Spiral?
you got Chris Rock playing a comedian detective. You've got this whole anti-cop thing, and then the pig puppet.
But the pig puppet's always
It's
been a
the
thing in
twist.
Saw.
You got Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know. I'm not sure what they're talking about.
See,
in there.
I'm
It's
bad.
not the
I don't-
greatest review.
I never remember dates. Like 2011, bro.
Yeah, I got a little fuzzy
Like,
now.
do you know how much heroin I was doing in 2011?
Well,
Fuck, dude.
maybe it would have helped with this movie, or maybe not. 5 stars. Funny as
Heroin
always,
the movie,
or
I have no clue.
half
Memento
a
Mori.
star.
I want to know if
Uh,
Chris M. Savage knew Memento Mori prior to watching 28 years later.
I mean, hopefully they did. The Memento Mori coins were like, I don't know, they were trending in what, like 2023 or
Yeah,
something
they're-
like that. And then,
they're-
if you go all the way back to,
They're-
when it's actually from, it's
Yeah.
a great idea.
A literature thing
Remember,
to
you too will
tell you.
die.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Like I said at the beginning of this, I won't know any of these. Any
Oh, you know this one. You cannot forget this one. It is
20
iconic.
but would I know that it came
perhaps
out in
you've-
2011? Like
I think so. Perhaps you even made judgment on it earlier. Who knows?
What the fuck?
Okay, so it's Jack and Jill. The Dunkachino. How could you forget it, Lapsed?
Well,
It's Al
can I-
Pacino.
Can I
With the
can I be
Dunkachino.
honest? Can I be
Sure.
a
As always.
honest person here? I know what
Yes.
this is. I have never seen this movie.
Oh, we got to do a watch along.
No, we don't.
Charles, the
Nope.
next
Just being honest,
marathon
I've
that you
never
gotta
seen
do.
this movie.
until now,
Dude.
we're gonna have to do a watch together.
The movie
I'm sorry.
itself is a marathon. That like
Yeah. Yes. Oh, so good.
we need like thousands of dollars to be the threshold to even start with that shit. Awful.
Fair enough. Should a goal be met, we will definitely have to do a watch together of Jack and Jill.
2005.
Okay, 2005. It's a movie starring a stand-up comedian in the lead role. 5
know
stars.
cinema-
I know cinema when I see it. And 1.5 stars. Shit movie. Good jokes. Hot women.
Hot
Same
women.
day that these reviews were posted. Just a few days ago.
Wow, dude, I was 29 years old then.
Huzzah.
Mm.
Oh,
I think you'll
2005.
probably remember this one at some point, but yeah, it's a
These-
stand-up movie.
These hints are not hints. These hints are like
That's the point.
yeah, I know. I know. Oh,
Perhaps it's a sequel to something. Who knows?
Wait, when did no, that wouldn't be right.
05. What the fuck?
Because Scary Movie 17.
Oh, could it be an American Pie movie? American Wedding? That was 3.
I
That was
think American
2003.
might be the wrong way to go with this
Okay.
one.
Um,
I think
The hot women comments. got
okay,
me.
but was it
thinking
the Zohan movie? I don't know. When did that come out?
It was
That's
not the
around
Zohan
that
movie.
time, 2006, 7.
Come
Oh,
on. It was the
man.
Oh
aforementioned
man,
Goose
this is my
Bigelow,
whole list.
European Gigolo.
You're,
What are you talking about?
You are totally
Your
just
whole
like,
list?
It's like you're
Why would-
totally like fucking with my drug addiction here.
What are you talking
Just
about?
throwing it in my face.
Nobody's doing anything. Okay, so this other movie was also released in 2005, doubling down that this is the great movie ever made. 5-star.
Okay, so what was on my list again, Charles?
And then half-star,
good
I
point.
wish my mom would forgive me for making her take me to watch this as a kid.
So
What? This might be. Did Freddy Got Fingered come out around this time?
that's got to be it. It has to be it.
I think it might be.
It has to be Freddy Got
04?
Fingered? You
It
think
doesn't-
Freddy
it
Got
doesn't
Fingered
have-
was 05?
I
You
don't
think
know.
this was...
dude.
Yeah.
I think Freddy Got
Um,
Fingered was after 9/11?
It felt like another one.
Is this
Fair enough.
is is this the Larry the Cable Guy one?
It is not the Larry the Cable Guy one. Come on, you have to know this classic film. It's Son of the
You're an
Mask.
asshole. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
your
am.
list.
On my list.
It's your list, Lapsed.
Yeah.
What?
This shit hurts.
Who
It
would be
does.
doing that? Okay, so if you were to get these two reviews, 5 stars, the movie equivalent of the equivalent movie,
Freddy got
the
fingered.
fuck, who cares? There is no arc, there is no insight, no punchlines, half a star.
Yeah, this might be Freddy got me.
It is, in fact, Freddy Got Fingered. And I don't know that I disagree with that review of I mean, there's jokes, but could you sum up the plot to Freddy Got Fingered?
Nope.
Yes. Yes. Tom Green.
Hmm.
That is
Fair
the
enough.
plot of Freddy Got Fingered.
I mean, you're forgetting the wonderful Rip Torn. So good.
Oh,
But yeah,
Jesus. Oh!
okay.
This
So
has to be
now we're going back a little bit further in time. We have talked about this movie, but this movie was released in 1998. It stars a stand-up comedian. 5 stars. This has the type of script you could tell me is an adaptation of the Odyssey or something, and I have to believe you. Or half a star. Watch this with my old roommate in North Hollywood.
How is that? How is that a review?
It's a review,
by
damn it.
Cedric Diggory.
Dude, Letterboxd is so fucking cursed. It's cursed.
How did he review the movie while he was Harry Pottering it up somewhere?
Dude, it's so funny. These fucking people like put like a 3-sentence thing like, like this is what makes Pringles great. And it's like got 500 likes. And you're like, what the fuck? What does it have to do with anything? But
Yeah.
weirdos.
Is
Letterboxd weirdos.
Some people might have looked
Is this Larry the
those
Cable Guy
particular ones.
cabling across America? I don't know.
Oh, it's not Larry the
98.
Cable Guy. Come on, 98? He wasn't a thing till that had to
Right.
happen after 9/11.
Starring
right?
a
Can I
comedian?
be honest with you?
Sure.
1996 and on till about 10 years ago, I don't really know what happened.
Is there a chance that this is Simon Says?
It is not Simon Says. It's actually half baked. You
Son of
know,
a bitch.
some dude watched it with his roommate in North
I
Hollywood.
did. Oh,
God
you
damn
know
it.
Half a
what?
star.
One of my roommates had played this movie forever. I do remember that.
I think Troy got it. Hell yeah, sir. Hell yeah. There was kind of a
Good
clue
shit,
in that
Troy.
last slide. This one was reviewed on 420. So it was a slight
Oh.
little clue.
Oh,
Thank
Gotcha.
you.
great. You
I don't know if you're welcome,
you are a
but you have asked for thanks.
Indeed.
you are a mystery.
Indeed.
Holy shit.
Comedy.
You are definitely one of the 3 men in this conversation.
Comedy.
Hi-yo!
Well, Lapsed, what do you have going on in the near future? Sir?
I got a show tomorrow, but after that, we have me and Warren have a show tomorrow on Batman Fight Night or Night Fight 3. And then Friday we have last panel with our top 10 Spielberg movies. And I'm hoping that my foot heals because I am not doing so good after getting surgery on my knee. And then my right foot looks horrible. It is literally purple going up my ankle.
The darker color is kind of slimming.
Yes. For all those feet fetishes. If I was in a Quentin Tarantino movie, I'd have been fired. or I'd have
No,
been
he
in a
seems
really
to have
gruesome scene.
Fair enough. I was going to say he has a particular taste in feet. I don't think it's all feet.
Yeah, that's what I got coming up. Those couple of things.
Well, hell yeah. Charles, sir, what do you
Yeah.
have going on?
Hang on. I'm trying to man, my computer's slow. But why don't you tell us what you got, Greg? Because I need to
Perfect.
make things
Uh,
happen right now.
Yeah, The Thinkers this Thursday on what is our channel name? It is YouTube at Thinkers Doing a Think. We get together every Thursday, so just a couple short days from now. You get an international panel breaking down often some news. This time, we got an international panel kind of talking about this latest shooting in Minnesota. So yeah, if that
I might be busy.
Boy, that sounds fun.
I might be busy.
yeah, you might be. But yeah, not everyone sees it the same way. So yeah, if you want to get kind of an international opinion,
Did they think
on
it was a
that,
stabbing?
come join us. But we no, it's justification versus not justification. So it's gonna be a fun, interesting discussion there. Usually we all disagree, but we can usually leave amicably. So if that interests you, come join us Thursday night, and then of course Friday on this very channel, the one you're watching now. It is the last panel, YouTube at the last panel 1. If you want to subscribe to the mother channel, but we will be going through our top ranking of Spielberg movies, which Spielberg has done way too many. So yeah, come join us. Tell us what yours are. But that's about all I got going on. Charles, sir, have I vamped long enough for you?
Yes. I am
Okay.
sharing something, formally announcing someplace you'll want to be.
You ready?
Yep. Friday, February 13th, the same panel here will be doing a live commentary reaction for members only of the Willis Greedy channel. You guys voted on it, and with a commanding 58% of the vote, we will be reacting to, commentating on Basin, as Lapt so conveniently puts it. We're going to
that's
be
gonna
doing
be
it.
awesome.
We're going to be celebrating Friday the 13th with the least appealing Friday the 13th movie.
And that is
Period.
literally like 2 days away from my birthday.
Well, happy birthday to
what
you
a present
indeed.
to you.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Space and lives. Yeah.
In all of our hearts, for sure.
So
Space
I don't-
is phenomenal.
I don't know if it's going to hurt or I'll be able to laugh at it, but I can't defend this movie, so maybe we'll just have fun with it.
I
Dude,
can.
Look at that
it'll be great.
amazing mask. He knew he was going to space. He knew. Look at it.
Look at the brow ridge on the mask. It is glorious.
It looks badass, but I don't
Look
want
how-
to be a.
If you look on the left, look, even he's eye rolling. Like
He's like
this
derp
again.
facing, like, ugh, here we
and
go.
then he's like, spacing. I've been rejuvenated.
Yeah, somehow there was holes in his fucking machete somehow, because that machine that makes things more futuristic, like makes
Well, in
things more
space.
futuristic.
Well, he needs speed holes for the
Yeah.
the anti-gravity.
I mean, what do you want him to do? Put a spoiler on it, Charles? Come on. Speed
It
holes are the only way to
basically
go.
Yeah.
Dude,
So we have an announcement. So this is the announcement for today, but join us, members only on Willis Greedy will be able to watch that and or comment. But we have
yeah.
something that we're going to slowly be announcing for this show here as of the next episode. So it's kind of exciting. We might
Yeah.
have a guest or a few a little bit down the road, but
And we're going to need
it's-
your help, everybody.
Yeah.
It's going to
Right.
be amazing.
we're going to
So-
open the floor and you guys are going to be able to collaborate with us. Yeah, like, subscribe, click all that shit, dingling,
Yeah.
do all that
Make sure-
noise.
make sure you like and subscribe, because like for anybody who likes this show, we're actually doing something pretty cool. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool, and it's going to be interactive, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So it's something very different, and I don't think a lot of even just regular shows at this point aren't doing anything like what we're going to be trying to do. And the fact that it's based around comedy, it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's just going to be, it's just gonna be a lot of fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, not as good as Spacing, but no,
it'll be eons better than Spacing. It's an ongoing thing. It'll be multiple weeks of this interactivity thing, but furthering that point, commenting too. Like, let us know what you like, what you don't like. Like, help us mold this thing, because your voice is valued and your opinion matters. But even if we don't agree with it, just to hear like what you do like about the show, what you don't like, just feedback is truly important here.
I didn't talk to them about this, but we'll talk about this behind the scenes. Since most of the people that come here are from Charles's channel, and a few of my friends that I could just tell, would it be better if we had our own channel and we still did it in here? Would you be rather subscribe to that, or because we want you to subscribe to the channel that we're doing, obviously, to build it, because coming from Charles's channel is awesome. But if we have more people to this channel, we'll get more, it'll, hit the algorithm better and stuff like that. Not that I don't want Charles's channel to have more people, you know what I'm saying? So just let us know what you guys want.
Yeah.
And that would help out tremendously.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So you're saying even divorced of the last panel is what you're saying.
Right. Because we could just TGIT the channel, because it's not like there's many the people that are subscribed to that. I'm sure there's a few from your channel, but they're mostly the same people, like, that I could say, hey guys, go to this channel as well. I'm not saying we have to. I didn't know if that's a thing.
Well, it looks like we got one vote from Nightmares and Nerdscape for building a channel.
Wait, Nightmares and Nerdscape says, I kind of like this whole Gray likes this, so we don't thing we got going. My budget would thank you, but a channel makes sense if you're looking to build this. I don't understand the budget thing. Nightmares and Nerdscapes very graciously dumped 50 memberships on everyone. Oh, is that what he's saying? He would add more members for the Jason things? I think I understand. I didn't understand the terminology there, but yeah, we appreciate everything. It wasn't an attempt at getting money, if that's what you took from that.
Yeah, no.
I don't. I'm not understanding that.
But if we're gonna stay here, then try to subscribe to the last panel and share it out so more people can come to here. That's kind of what we're getting at. Not anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but comments, they're very important. I'm saying have one channel to support all three of you. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. We've got that now. Technically, Charles is the hub for everything, kind of. But, the Last Panel 1 is a channel. YouTube at the Last Panel 1. It's where all of these things are going currently.
Doc, are you able to drop that in the chat, Doc? Are you able to drop like someone's channel in the... I think Doc knows how to do it.
If you're a mod, you can.
Sorry.
But yeah.
I'm assigning work to the most valuable mod.
Hell yeah. Well, I think we've got some off-air discussion to do, but Lapsed, hit that button.
Yes, sir.
It's the night, a right time for laughter. We have the guys to fill the custard, even though one is a jar of mustard. Thank God it's Tuesday. We take a look at comedians, and Charles used to be one. We have a lot to say about comedy. Can you believe Gray is a jar of mustard? Then there's Lapsed. What does he do? And why is he